Yeah, y'all, I saw something that concerned me. Okay. Now, y'all already know, um, I look for things. I mean, I ain't gonna say I look for things like this, but things like this catch my eye. Now, how many of you guys, probably every parent in here, every mother in here, let me ask you something before we even get into this commentary, before we really dive into it. What do you see wrong with this picture? Well, I mean, that's kind of redundant because I have it circled, right? But tell me anyway, in the comments, what do you see wrong? Let me take this banner down. Y'all hit that thumbs up and y'all come on in here. Let me take this banner down right quick. And I have my disclaimer going across the bottom. I'm definitely not trying to defame anybody's character. Okay. This is based on my opinion, you guys. And I just want to share in a conversation about safety, right? But what is something that just you can't even help it, right? It just grabs you when you first see it. Like you cannot even pretend that you don't see it, right? Like what is it that grabs you? She said no helmet. No helmet? What do you mean when you say no helmet? Like tell me, what do you see? She said the baby walking alone and behind. Okay. Okay. The baby walking by herself and behind, right? I don't even know if that baby is 2 years old yet. It doesn't even matter. That baby is a toddler, not holding her hand and not watching her. Thank you. Y'all, when I saw it, I was like, and I'm going to show you the video clip of it unless he take it down because they are getting in his tail underneath the comments. They're ripping him a new one, but which I don't understand because like, I mean, I understand why they're ripping him a new one, but I don't understand how he does not get this. I don't understand that he did not see that this was a problem. Y'all, I'm going to show you the video clip and we're going to have a candid conversation about this because safety should be first no matter who you are. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you the mama, the grandmama, the father, the grandfather. Safety is first. Safety is first. Everything else doesn't matter outside of safety, right? Everything else comes next, should I say. Everything else comes last, right? Afterwards. Safety first, you know? So let's get to the video and then we're going to talk about it because I was like, Robert, you cannot have that baby. And she was running, y'all. Let me tell you something about a toddler. When I tell you things can happen in a matter of seconds, literally matter of seconds, you got to be careful. Kids can, I don't know about y'all experience, but kids can slip out your hand. Kids can run into the street. Different things can happen to kids so fast. And you would be asking yourself like, dang, she was just right here. How many of you guys, by the show of hand, have lost your child in the grocery store? They were literally right there beside you. And the next thing you know, you may have turned around to grab something off the shelf, but because you didn't have your child hand in your hand, they gone. And you like, wait a minute, where you at? Where did you go? Has that happened to anybody? Just a matter of seconds, your child was right there, and then all of a sudden they're no longer there. Has that happened to anybody? We just having a candid, open conversation where it looked like he may have taken it down. Hold on now. I just synced the video. Oh, no, he hasn't taken it down.
Man, it's such a beautiful day.
He's on camera. Now, he reminds me of Justin. Okay, so she said it happened to me with my son at the mall. Okay, thank you for being honest. She said, I used to have mine holding my shirt. He almost hit a car yesterday while he was looking at the kids in the back seat. Oh, man. It's too many missing people stories. Okay. Momo took her hand at one point. Anything for content. So let's look at the video, y'all. So thank you for being honest when you said it happened to you at the mall. It happened to me too at the PX. The Navy Exchange store. My child was, oh my God, he was probably about maybe like 3 or so. I can't remember the exact age, but y'all, when I tell y'all, we was down the aisle looking for hair products. When I tell y'all he was right there, he was right there. I turned for just a second and he was gone. And you know what? The thing about it is, I didn't even know he was gone. I just so happened, I turned around to get something off the shelf. And as I was getting something off the shelf, I heard something over the loudspeaker that says, is anybody looking for a, and then they gave the description of my son. I turned around and I did not see my son. I ran up to the front and there he goes right there with them. Just like that. Just like that. And I'm like, oh my God, I was so terrified. I was so scared. But at the same time, I think I was like 19 or 20 years old, but it taught me a valuable lesson, right? And that valuable lesson is it only takes a split second, and your child can be away from you. And not only that, let's go a little further. Now, I was always taught this. I don't know about y'all. And I mentioned this before and I thought he got it, but maybe he didn't. I was always taught as the adult or the protector walk on the outside when you're walking on the sidewalk. And the people that you are protecting, they don't even have to be kids. It could literally be your wife, your girlfriend, anybody that you are protecting, they are in the inside. The protector walks on the outside, and who they are protecting are in the inside. Have y'all ever heard of that? Have y'all ever heard that the protector walks on the outside, like closer to the street, closer to the danger? Even with my husband and I right now, my husband has this thing in his head that he has to sleep close to the door. He's, no matter where we at, our house, hotel, Airbnb, wherever, he has to sleep closer to the door. He want me further away from the door just in case something happened and somebody come in the bedroom. He wants to have to deal with them first. The protector wants to be the first point of contact. Before you get to this person, you got to come through me. Okay? So we saw him before in a whole nother video when he was giving this homeless man some money or food. Food, right? He had Momo walk on the outside, and Momo actually was scared and she ran on the other side. Who remembers that by the show of hands? Momo literally ran to the other side and grabbed his hand, because even Momo, at about 4 or 5 years old, maybe 5 or 6, she knew that she was on the wrong side. She knew that she was supposed to be on the other side of her father because her father is the protector. Y'all remember that video? Y'all remember that video? So I'm going to show y'all this video right here. Now, Momo's a little bit older. And, no cars are riding by right now. I think Momo may have felt uncomfortable at that time because there was cars going by. And also there were people on the street. We're going to look at this video and then we're going to talk about it. Okay. So, of course, this is LaTruth. He's online, filming live, and his grandbaby. And I heard she wasn't even 2 yet. I don't know. We're just going to say 2 or younger. Okay. We're going to say toddler age, right? Toddler age. She is walking behind LaTruth, and I was looking for Desharia or even Amira. I was like, where they at? Where they at? I know they got to be close. No, they were nowhere in sight, okay? I'm going to go ahead and put that out there right now. Desharia or Amira was nowhere in sight. Now, maybe they was in a store or something like that, but they were nowhere in sight of this incident right here. Okay, take a listen.
Man, it's such a beautiful day out here. The king with the princess.
And now, mind you, when he says with the king, now, and he may be looking through a camera, right? And the camera may be able to see what's behind him. But that's still not good enough. You got to understand, that's still not good enough. It only takes a split second. I need y'all to remember that in your head. Split second. Here we go.
Man, it's such a beautiful day out here. The king with the princess.
Look at the baby. Look at the baby. The 7-year-old, he has his 7-year-old daughter right beside him. But his 1-year-old granddaughter is behind him, okay?
And the little miniature princess back there, my granddaughter. My daughter, my granddaughter.
I'm older than her.
Yep, you 6, about to be 7. She's 2. They both got on pink and white.
And even if he says, oh, I was looking, I looked back a couple of times, I was looking, it's no way the child should be behind him. Like, as a protector, let me tell you something. I don't give a damn. My daughter is 24 and I want her walking in front of me. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? I would not want a 1-year-old walking behind me at all. I would not even allow it. And I am a female. Ain't no way, ain't no child that I am responsible for walking behind me. People do crazy shit these days. People can come out and snatch her and be gone. Somebody in that white car could have snatched her. Let's go back. Somebody in that white car could have snatched her, right? It don't even matter.
Man, it's such a beautiful day out here. The king with the princess and the little miniature princess back there, my granddaughter.
He even say back there, back there. And the baby ran up, but then at the same time, she's still, you know, she's lagging behind.
My daughter, my granddaughter.
I'm older than her.
Yep, you 6, about to be 7. She's 2.
Okay, so he said she's 2.
Both got on pink and white. Look at that. I got on this cream color. You know what I'm saying?
And she's still too close to the goddamn edge. Does he not know she could literally run into the street? Do he not know anybody in that car can snatch her and take off driving? Why are these girls walking on the outside of this sidewalk? Why? Please explain to me. Why? LaTruth, this is a no-no. This is a no-no. Now, tomorrow or even tonight, he may be posting some sad, oh, they so talking about me on the internet. Oh, we got it met already? Oh, she said, no, we need to meet a more goal. Okay, thank you so much. Yes, let's help meet this goal. Let's help meet this goal, you guys. But anyway, he'll be like, oh, they picking at me. You know, all I was doing. And we understand he's spending time with his granddaughter and his daughter. We got it. But even spending time with your granddaughter and your daughter, safety should be your first priority. It should be your first priority. Even when the little girl ran up, she's still on the outside. In my opinion, she is not being maintained.
You 6, about to be 7. She's 2. They both got on pink and white. Look at that. I got on this cream color. You know what I'm saying?
So Momo did have sense enough to grab her hand because Momo probably see that she's out of control. She could literally run into the street. She don't know no better. She does not know no better. She said it's all about getting content for social media. Exactly. But what's more important? What is more important? Because I'm sure he'll be sick to his stomach if something happened to that baby.
Look at Rose. Rose already done started coming.
And do you notice when Momo tried to grab her hand, she kind of moved her hand out the way because she doesn't want her hand to be held?
Look at that. I got on this cream color. You know what I'm saying? Look at Rose. Rose already done started coming. Look at Rolly Polly.
Still, where is the baby when he's hugging that little girl? Where is the baby when he's hugging that little girl? He turned his back on a 2-year-old. I can't with LaTruth right here. I cannot. He literally turned his back. Where is he? Where's the grandbaby? Look, y'all. Where is the 2-year-old? Look at the 2-year-old. Man, ain't no goddamn way. Ain't no way. None whatsoever. Ain't no way. Look.
I couldn't even hold it. Seafood for everybody.
Seafood for everyone.
And look at this. He literally had to look back. I swear to God, I'm ready to just cry right now, y'all. This is crazy to me. You got a 6-year-old and a 2-year-old that are 44, getting ready to be 45-year-old. I ain't even see this. I didn't even look at the video long before I even went live, y'all. I got to take this still photo because LaTruth, you know you wrong for that. Literally, LaTruth, you literally got, look, LaTruth, you looking back at your daughter. and your granddaughter walking behind you. What is wrong with you? Are you kidding me right now? Momo is the mama right here, y'all. And you know what? Ain't no way can no blogger can't say that they ain't see this shit. But let me tell you something. This is crazy to me. This is something that should be blogged about, okay? Y'all, this hurtful to me. This is sad to see that he is more concerned about being on the internet and he turns around just to see his children, his child and a grandchild behind him.
Free food for everyone.
He's about himself. Then he turned back around. Then he turns back around. And Momo, like, you know, like she's trying to catch up. Because Momo knows that she's supposed to be in front of him. Where is the parent? Because I don't see one. I don't see the parent. She says RA supporters always have something to say about Bree parenting and her kids' upkeep. But what's going on with his girlfriend, daughter hair? Girl, that's a whole nother lie. That's a whole nother lie. Right now, we talking about safety, but you right. You absolutely right, but that's a whole nother lie. That hair is a whole nother lie. This one is about safety. This is about the fact that he knows he's wrong. Look at this. He looked behind. Grandpa, I'm going to need you to do better. Or either do not have the kids by yourself. And this is who they thought should have full custody. Imagine that. This is who they thought should have full custody. Those kids are in danger. Those kids are in danger for different reasons. They behind him, close to the street. He's being protected. He protecting himself. She said, why are they walking on the outside of the street? Exactly. Exactly. Because he doesn't know that he's supposed to be the protector. He doesn't know that he's supposed to be the protector. So y'all know, I already asked my boyfriend, what's wrong with this picture? And we are about to find out what is wrong with this goddamn on picture. Okay, here we go, y'all. Oh, shoot. Wait a minute. Hold on. I am going to let my boyfriend explain to y'all what is wrong with the picture. Let me put the picture back up first. This is the picture that I put in the chat GPT. And I said, what is wrong with this picture? Hold on. Oh, yeah, here it goes. Listen to this, y'all.
No, not at that age. A baby toddler that small should not be behind the adult while walking, especially near a parking lot, cars, sidewalks, and other people. At that age, the child can stop, wander, fall, turn around, or step toward traffic in seconds. The safest position is held by the hand, carried in a stroller, or walking directly beside in front where the adult can see them at all times. In these screenshots, the little one appears to be several steps behind while the adult is ahead. And that is risky because the adult's back is turned. Even if the adult is watching or glancing back, a toddler needs close supervision, not distant supervision. A fair way to say it on your platform, listen, I'm not trying to nitpick parenting, but a toddler walking several steps behind you near a parking lot is not safe. At that age, that baby needs to be in your hand, in your arms, in a stroller, or directly beside you where you can see them. Kids that small move too fast, and cars do not always see them. This is about safety, period.
Okay, hold on. I got another photo that I want them to analyze. Hold on. Hold on. Six and 2. All right, hold on. He almost crashed today while driving, and people were in the comments telling him to quit looking at the other phone and pay attention to the road. Oh, really? See, I didn't even know that. I just literally just so happened to come across this, y'all. Okay, here we go.
Yes, based on this screenshot, there are some safety concerns, especially with the kids being around ages 6 and 2 near a sidewalk and parked traffic areas. The biggest issue is the 2-year-old. A toddler that young should be within arm's reach, holding an adult's hand, being carried, or in a stroller when walking near cars. 2-year-olds can suddenly stop, run, trip, turn toward the street, or follow another child without understanding danger. The 6-year-old has more awareness than a toddler, but still should not be used as the main safety buffer for the 2-year-old. A 6-year-old can walk nearby, but the adult should still be the one actively managing the toddler. From this image, the safer setup would be the adult closest to the street, parking lot side, the 2-year-old holding an adult's hand or being carried, and the 6-year-old walking on the inside sidewalk side. The toddler should not be trailing behind, wandering freely, or relying on the older child to stay safe. A good on-air way to say it: looking at this as a safety issue, not a personal attack. A 2-year-old near parked cars and a sidewalk should be within arm's reach. That baby should be holding an adult's hand, carried, or in a stroller. A 6-year-old may understand more, but a 6-year-old is not the safety plan for a toddler. Adults have to keep the smallest child closest and most controlled because toddlers move too fast and drivers may not see them.
Exactly. You can't rely on a driver to just slam on brakes and things like that or whatever. You have to watch that child. So ChatGPT even said it. They supposed to be on the inside. They said it. It actually said it. They supposed to be on the inside, and LaTruth supposed to be on the outside. Instead of LaTruth trying to grab Momo's hand, he should have the other baby hand, and Momo, he can have both of them hand. He got two, right? But you know why he can't have both of them hand? Because he's on live stream. He's live streaming. That video, him doing footage, is more important. But he should have had that baby hand, or that baby should have been in a stroller. She's still a baby no matter what. A toddler is still a baby. That baby don't know no better. The 6-year-old know a little bit more than the 2-year-old, but the 6-year-old still should have been on the inside. This is altogether wrong. I'm sorry. And I'm going to put up this photo now. Hold on. This one right here that I didn't even see until just recently, right? Hold on. Well, here, let me just do it like this. This is crazy to me. I don't know what LaTruth was thinking at all. But then you got all these people in his comment section going off on him, upset because, you know, as a parent, this type of stuff is concerning. And again, this is not, oh, let's throw some shade at him. Let's tell him how much of a bad parent he is. Right here was concern. What he's doing right now is not being a protector. He's not being a father. He is being a social media clown is what he's being. This is no way he should have been doing this. He turned his back on the very two that he's supposed to be protecting. He got the other little girl beside him. How old is she? Like 12? I don't even know. I think she might be 7 or 8. I don't know. But she ain't even protected because she on the outside. He protecting himself. He's protecting himself. Listen. And I don't even know where that little girl just came out of nowhere. Where is her mama? Hold on. Where is her mama? Hold on.
Look at Roly Poly.
Boom. Back turned on the kids. Back turned on the children.
I couldn't even.
Back turned on the kids. Back turned on the kids. Look at that. Look at that.
Seafood for everybody.
Seafood for every.
So she must have, I don't know if he went and picked her up from the bus stop or something. Maybe he picked her up from school, the bus stop, which I don't understand. Why is he picking her up from the bus? Baby, don't get me started because don't that other girl ain't got no job. So why is he picking her up from the bus stop? What's she doing in there? Some freaking yoga, sitting down yoga, some shit. Like, why, where is she? Why she ain't in the picture?
One.
Look at that. Look at that. He all in the goddamn camera, and his kids are behind him. The kids are behind him. She said, what's wrong with her hair? Girl, that's a whole nother live stream. That's a whole nother live stream. But I thought she was homeschooled. I thought she was homeschooled.
Everyone.
Boom. Look at that. Look how Mosky looking. Mosky should not be responsible for caring for the 2-year-old. I feel so bad for these kids, to be honest with you. God damn, who's raising who around this mother? Who is taking care of who? God damn, Mosky. Damn. She up here, she's having to manage the 2-year-old. Look at him. Anything can happen. Somebody could snatch these kids. If I was the mother, I would be concerned. But I'm pretty sure she's somewhere probably eating a burger and french fries or pizza or something, and she's probably don't care. Okay? She's just probably like, shit, I got somebody to watch her. And then Mosky, he didn't even say, y'all come on. Y'all come ahead. He didn't even say nothing. He didn't even say, y'all come on. Mosky is just going to run ahead because she knows. She knows she's not supposed to be walking behind her dad. She knows that he's supposed to be protecting her. LaTruth, you should really be ashamed of yourself. And then she takes off and run ahead. Why? Because she's smarter than him. Because she feels unprotected. And she knows, damn it, if I don't grab the little baby hand, ain't nobody else out there gonna do it. She knows that she's the only option right now for that 2-year-old. She knows the 2-year-old is looking behind. She knows if I don't keep her hand in my hand, she is going to wander off somewhere. And you know what, Kayshawn? And you know I don't do this type of stuff. But if this was anybody else, they'll be ready to call CPS on them. I'm just saying, would they not? Let's talk about it. Would they not? For the love of money, content first. Exactly. He's all so concerned about doing content. But they ate him up in the comments. They like, LaTruth, why do you not have that baby's hand? Why are you holding on to the phone, but that baby is being cared for by your 6-year-old? Get your ass off the phone and get a hold of that toddler. You're supposed to be the protector. The hell? And this is very concerning to me. Very concerning to me. I don't give a damn how they think. Oh, she just picked it. Because you know somebody will come out here. She just dragging the baby daddies. You want to know why? Because they don't give a fuck about safety at all. They don't care. They clap for the people that they like, and then they drag the people that they don't like. They don't see anything wrong with this. They think, at least he's with his grandchild. At least he opened up his home and let his grandchild come live there. Yeah. To what expense? To what expense? If that's what is going to happen, she's going to get hurt on his watch. Because if he's not being the protector and watching her, because you got to watch her. That comes with more than just having a camera in her fucking face, right? You got her in your home. You are responsible for her. If you got her in your care, you are responsible for her. Even if he wasn't the father, just having an adult there. If you are an adult and you're walking with the child, then you are responsible. He's responsible. But it looks like Mosky is responsible to me.
Remember, don't get tired.
It's an egg.
It's mine now.
And where the hell was she? Where was she? Why she couldn't go pick up her own damn child? Where was she? And I'm not even worried about them eating out the same bowl. That ain't even my concern. I don't care nothing about that. What I care about is the fact that he turned his back on his kids too many times.
Food for everyone.
This don't make no goddamn sense. This picture alone is sickening. Look at Mosky looking like, Dad, you supposed to protect me. Somebody can snatch me. I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for those girls because anything can happen to them. And LaTruth don't give a damn. If LaTruth did give a damn, LaTruth would not allow those girls to be behind him. Do y'all remember when Kevin and his wives were on social media talking when they was in that grocery store in Colombia and that baby had got away? The little girl had wandered off and they in a whole nother country and she had wandered off and walk several feet ahead of them. Remember that? And then all of a sudden they freaking out. Where's she at? Where's she at? Where's she at? Because wasn't no eyes on her. Y'all remember that, right? Why aren't the eyes, the adult eyes on the kids? You took them with you. So you know they got to be with you. You know you got to be responsible for them. You can't say, "Ooh, I forgot. I didn't know that they was with me." You know they're with you. You're too busy trying to do a camera, video, photo shoot or whatever for content. And I get it. You're a content creator. But safety first. I don't give a damn about being no goddamn content creator. Safety first. Safety first. This is not safety. Those kids were behind him. Behind him.
For everyone.
Look at that. And then to me, he turned around just to be able to say, "Well, I turned around and looked at him. I turned around and looked at him." And didn't say shit. Didn't say, "Come on, girls. Y'all got to be in front of me. I protect y'all. Y'all don't protect me. Y'all not supposed to be watching my six. I'm supposed to be watching y'all's." The hell out of here.
Remember, don't get tired.
It's an egg.
It's mine now.
Okay. It's egg. Look more. Just grab it with you.
So it looks like the little girl was sent down to get dinner or something, you guys. Is that what it was? It looked like when she said seafood for everyone, please don't tell me she was sent down there to go get food. You hear this? Look, y'all.
Look at Rolly Polly. Huggy.
I need some hold this. Seafood for everybody.
Seafood for every.
So it looks like she was sent down to the store or the restaurant to pick up the damn food. Where was Amira? Where was Desharia? Where were they? Why the little 7-year-old was sent down to the store to pick up food? They are lazy. Both of them lazy. Because where were they? Why are you sending a 7-year-old to go get food? Huh? It looked like she was the one that sent on the food run. I be goddamn, child, I wouldn't feel safe in that house. Hell, if she was sent on the food run, it's going to be Momo next. So she sent on the food run. She said seafood for everybody. And then you got you got her mama in the house. The hell?
Remember, don't get tired.
It's an egg.
It's mine now.
Okay. It's egg. Look more. Just grab it with your full hand.
Like the eggs?
Now, you know, I could say a whole lot about this, but in my opinion, let me not even say that because I'll be nitpicking, but you saw her pick up the egg, then she put it down, and Mosky picked up the egg. Hell, get them their own goddamn plate at this point. But
what you playing?
She just want mom.
And her ass was in the house. Get the fuck out of here. Lazy on top of lazy on top of lazy. Her ass was in the house. Amira ass was in the house, and the kids was unprotected with the guy, with the content creator. The kids was unprotected with the content creator. Her ass is sitting there with pajamas and a bonnet on her head, okay? When she could have been walking with her own damn daughter. The kids ain't safe. The kids ain't safe.
Right now.
What is you playing, little girlie? Sleep, beach, repeat. Where you get that shirt at?
Walmart, y'all.
Okay.
Man, you got a bunch of lazy bum-ass women in that house to me, okay? They lazy. She said, hold on. If she's coming from her dad and he's doing the pickup, what's the problem with Bree having a third party too? He made such a fuss but doing pickups for her daughter. Who said that she was coming from a dad? It looked like she had food in her hand to me. It looked like she came from getting food. Looks like that was her dinner coming from where she was. Oh, you saying that? So he's just picking her up from wherever she was. She said, remember the other day how she was timid about eating the chicken strip and asked if they were hers. See why now Momo's sharing that plate. I don't get it. I don't get it. She has a backpack on. She is coming from somewhere else or more. I speculate that she was with her daddy. Let me go back. She got a backpack. Hold on. I just know that. Well, then why can't Amira go? Oh, yes, she does have a backpack. Why couldn't Amira take her ass down there and pick up her own damn child? Or just go with them. Go with them.
Look at Rose. Rose already done started coming. Look at Rolly Polly.
He said something about Rose done already start coming. Okay? They should also teach kids how to eat without smacking.
Huggy.
I couldn't even hold this. Seafood for everybody.
Seafood for everyone.
Yeah, she do look like she may be coming from somewhere. She got a backpack and she looked like she got like either an iPad or a tablet or something in her hand. This is so sad. Lord Jesus, you got 6-year-old Mosky trying to take control and handle the 2-year-old because the 44-year-old is for the streets. Okay, the 44-year-old is all in the camera. The 44-year-old is more concerned about the audience than he is his own granddaughter and his own child.
Mirror don't get tired.
Mirror don't get tired. What about grandpa needs to be a protector? What the hell is wrong with this dude? This don't make no sense. And then for me to fast forward to see these people, to see that one right there eating a bag of chips with the other one with her lazy ass sitting on the floor.
Just grab it with your full hand.
Like eggs?
Yeah, her ass still got on pajamas. She should be doing the damn walking.
But sometimes it's hard.
What you playing?
You be scared? No. She just want mama right now.
What is you playing, little girlie? Sleep, beach, repeat. Where you get that shirt at?
Walmart, y'all.
Oh, shout out to Walmart, man. Everybody go get the sleep, beach, repeats, man. But this is what me and I was watching, man.
Just absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And yep, they ate his ass up in the comments. Let me put it back on that one photo, y'all. I want to rest it on this one photo. Hold on.
Seafood for everybody.
Seafood for everyone.
I want to rest it right there. How this man had to look back to see that his girls were behind him. Behind him. All right, let me read a couple of these comments. Walk on the curbside. And the little one in the front of the 6-year-old, bro. That's from a guy. Okay, that's from another man. And then somebody else, another man said, that's the first thing that came to my mind, no cap. And then somebody said, teach him because real men already know this. All right. And somebody said, trust, there is someone in front of him walking backwards. Where? Where is somebody in front of him? He said, trust, there's somebody in front of them walking backwards. Who is this person that's in front? No. See, that's somebody trying to take up for him. There was nobody in front. Mira nor Sharia was with him. Okay. Momo was the protector. Then somebody said, you're absolutely right. I just think someone was walking behind them. She kept looking back like stalling for her mother or something. I didn't notice, but he's not that type of dad. His attention is always on those babies, and I love it. Love to you. Too happy weekend. Okay, we already saw that the mother was not behind him. Let's go back. See, I don't know if they watched the whole damn video, but her mother was nowhere around. Talking about she keep looking back. Where her mama at then? Huh? Where her mama at? Her mama is upstairs in pajamas. Her mama was not behind her at all. Her mama was upstairs sitting on the floor with pajamas on. They always like to say things like, trust, he always got his eyes on those girls. Well, he didn't in this aspect, okay? He didn't in this situation. Somebody said, get on the other side, man. Stop letting them kids walk behind you. It's some crazy people in this world that will snatch them up before you can blink your eye. Amen. And then somebody says, man, if you don't get on the curbside and get them on the inside of you, these are men jumping in his comments and telling another man, and they probably younger than him. He's 44 years old. This man got like 2 generations of kids, age kids, right? He should already know this. He got an 18-year-old. He should already know this. Here's another one. Stop letting that little one walk behind you. Put them on the inside of you. They shouldn't be by the curb. You keep repeating the same things. Move forward. Live life. You can't change the past. I don't know what that's about. Somebody says, why they walking behind you and not on the inside walking? Okay. Somebody said, get off of your phone and watch them babies. Why are they on the outside by the street? Be a protector and put them babies on the inside and hold their hand. And somebody said, I was thinking the same thing. Somebody said, you supposed to be on the opposite side, sir. Do you think he got it? Do y'all think that he got it? Do y'all think that he understands now? Because when he told before, she said, I'm going to read my comment. Hold on. You may have to write it again. I don't see your comment. No, I don't see your comment. You're going to have to write it again, Cassandra. I don't see it at all. You're going to have to write it again. She says, I've noticed that a time before when Desharia and Teeth were on live, he never showed concern of the baby crying and then drawing on his table. He was too focused on them doing a live. Listen, he has no fatherly instincts, nor is he a protector. I'm going to drop a link for anyone that wants to come up and speak on this. The hair situation and all of that stuff we'll do in another live. This is not what this is about tonight. This is just about safety. This is more than one time that we've seen this, more than one time that we have called this out. Okay. We have said this before, when he was downtown giving out a plate to the homeless, Momo ran and grabbed his hand from the other side. So it's not like he has never been told. When I was discussing this with somebody, they was like, well, Amora, he did lose his mama when he was 5, and maybe she didn't teach him these things and this, that, and the other. This man is 44 years old. At some point, we got to stop blaming what happened at a young age. She said, did you hear when Rose said seafood for everyone? Yes, I heard that, Cassandra. I heard when she said seafood for everyone. She said, yes, that was a part of respect. The male walks on the outside for protection of the female. Exactly. I was always taught that. Did I drop the link? I can't remember if I dropped the link or not. Okay, I probably didn't. All right, I'm dropping the link now. For anybody that want to come up and speak on this subject, okay, you do not have to cam up or anything. If you want to speak and give your advice on this subject, okay? Again, we're not talking about the kid's hair right now. We're just really talking about the safety of, and he's been told this more than once. Thank you so much for the super chat, you guys. He almost rear-ended someone yesterday too. So somebody said that, is that video still up? Because I did not see that. This just so catch my eye. Oh, she said gold met. All right, let's stop for a moment, celebrate the goal, and then we will come right back and continue to talk. Thank you guys so very much. Let me play the gold met song and we're coming right back.
Run it up right now. Go, bet,
All right, I'm not sure why it won't let me see up top. Hold on, let me hit refresh right quick. Give me a second. Yeah, for some reason on this live stream right here, it's not letting me see up top. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's a glitch in the system. So I can't even, normally there's a spot where I could click on the super chats and be able to highlight them. And I'm not being able to do that on this one. So I do apologize if you do not get a shout out. Maybe I'll just go to inside of the YouTube studio and give y'all a shout out at the end, okay? Thank you so much. She said extra love on this good Sunday. Ooh, I feel the love. Thank you so very much, big sis. I do appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Okay. So again, I dropped the link. She said that video is still up. All right, let me see if I can go to. You said he almost hit a car. Hold on.
Princess.
You said he almost hit a car as he was driving. Okay, let me see if I can find that. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can find. You said he almost hit a car. And you said it was because he was on his phone. Let me see. Was it this one?
Now I'll show you my big duckling.
Do you have the timestamp? Can you give me a timestamp, please? Can you give me a timestamp of when he almost hit? Because the video is 54 minutes long. I'm definitely not about to watch no 54-minute video of his. Can you give me a timestamp where he almost hit the car? She said, can somebody give a clip? Yeah, give me the clip. The timestamp. She said the males were trained back in the day. The males were trained back in the day. You know what? They were taught, better or whatever. And so, like I said, I was talking to somebody earlier and they mentioned that, no one taught him. Come on, he's 44 years old. At what point are we going to keep talking about what you were taught and what you were not taught? She said it's at the hour 30-minute mark. I mean, the minute and 30-second mark. Okay, hold on. A minute and 30 seconds. That's earlier on in the video. Hold on. It couldn't have been that. Okay, I must be on the wrong video. What's the name of the video? Because I must be on the wrong video. Because when I look for the and this one's not an hour. So did he take it out? It's a short video with Amira asleep on the passenger side. Oh, okay, hold on. That's not it then. A short video with Amira asleep on the passenger side. Give me a second then. Oh, okay. Now, hold on. So that one wasn't it. Oh, okay. So it must be this one. Oh, yeah, I see him looking down at the damn phone. I see him looking down at the phone. Here we go. So he's driving. He's looking down at the phone. Okay, hold on. Let me move this out the way. Is this the video? Yeah, okay, I got it. Okay. So he's looking down at the phone. I see him looking down at the phone. He look up. He look back down. Hold on. I already see something. Hold on. Let me take a screenshot of this. This is something that my daughter does when she's scared. So let me come back to this. Let me come back to this. All right, hold on. So he's looking down at the phone. I don't know why the volume keep going down. Oh yeah, he almost hit somebody. And let me tell you how I know that it was already about to be a tragedy. Y'all see how Momo grabbed her ears? My daughter does the same thing in fear. I don't know if y'all have ever noticed that about a child. Sometimes a child would grab her face. You see how Momo grabbing her face? Momo saw it happening before it happened. That my daughter does the exact same thing. The exact same thing. Now, hell, it might be all kids for all I know. But you could tell. Now, I don't know why the volume keep going down on here. It will not let me, let me hit refresh. Okay, I'm gonna wait till it get close. Let me get closer to it. Okay, I'm gonna go to the minute mark. So we at the minute 6-second mark. He gonna start looking down in a minute, but I want you to see Momo. Okay, start looking down. There go Momo right there. Look, Momo see it happening. And look where his eyes at. Look where his eyes at. Momo saw it happening already. Momo, listen. Momo covered up her ears and opened her mouth because she already saw it happening. Look. Momo, okay, he driving. Momo said, Momo looking. He looking. He take his eyes and put it on his damn phone. The hell? You got a freaking car full of people. Shit. Damn, what's more important? You got 2 kids in the backseat, an 18-year-old that's in her phone, this lazy one over there asleep, and his eyes is in his phone. For what? Damn. His eyes still in there. Momo looking in the back. Jeez. Look at him. And that's the sign of, look at this. Both of them scared. You about to wreck. You about to run into the back of somebody because of your phone. Because of your phone. Now I'm going to tell you, I heard that, I don't know what you call it, but it's like some system that kicks into place when you get ready to hit something. It make a noise, and sometimes it'll stop and slam on brakes for you. And I believe that's what happened. Okay, I believe that's what happened. And that's what got him startled. I don't know why it keep on. And then she takes her ass right back to sleep. And look at him looking like, oh shit. He ain't not one time turned around and said, y'all all right? Everybody good? And not even turn around, but open up his mouth and say, y'all all right? Y'all good? Everybody good? No. Because he don't give a fuck. That's why. He don't care. What happened to y'all good? Y'all all right? And he still looked down at the phone. He know he guilty. This man almost ran into the back, and he ain't even, they sling it to the front, and he ain't asked nobody, are they good? He ain't asked not one, y'all good? Y'all all right? A bunch of women in the car. 4 women that he's supposed to be protecting. And 4 women, whether they're young women or women, right? He ain't said shit. He ain't opened his mouth and said, y'all good? Y'all good? Okay. Or even acknowledge. That's what I get for freaking being in my phone. Let me put this phone down. I got a family to protect. And this joker still went and looked in his phone. Look at Momo. Momo like, we too goddamn close. Look at him. Whole body flinched. Whole body flinched. You just gonna just wreck the family. You just gonna end the family right there. You just gonna end the family. Oh, he needs custody of his children. He needs to be the primary custodian of the kids. He needs full custody because he's a better parent. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. You wrong on every level, LaTruth. You wrong. If this was Brianna, she'll be getting drugged from the inside to the outside. He wrong. Put your phone down, LaTruth. That's going to cost you your life and everybody in that car's life. Put that phone down. It's not that serious. Put the phone down, LaTruth. Get an Uber. If you want to have your phone and you want to ride around with your family, call Lyft. Call an Uber. Call a limo driver. You are going to harm your family because they're not your first concern. Safety first. Put that phone down, LaTruth. I'm telling you, you have been warned. Put that phone down, LaTruth. Put that phone down. But LaTruth, a real man with his girlfriend, as you call her, your lady in the front seat, 2 small children in the back, and your 18-year-old daughter. The least you could have done is ask them, are they okay? Just like you were startled, LaTruth, they were too. They were too. The least you could have done is ask them, are y'all okay? And not even physically okay, but even mentally, or it can cause anxiety. You okay? You okay? She said, you can hear the car sensor go off. That's what I'm saying. I can't remember what you call it. I don't know what you call it, but it's something. But the sensor kicks in, and what it does is well, I don't know about you guys' vehicle, but for ours, right? Even if you get too close, it'll slam on brakes itself. It will literally, it'll make that noise, and then it will slam on brakes to prevent you from hitting the next car. Now, I don't know if that's what that was or whatever in his car, but oh my God. Yeah, driver assistant, that's what it called? Driver assistant? Okay. Yeah, but you could definitely tell, or the auto brake system. Okay, something like that. Look at that. And look at the baby. Wait a minute. Did y'all see how the baby head then moved forward? She could have got whiplash. Look at the baby. Look how the baby face is not in the picture no more. You want to know why? Because the car threw her head forward. You see the head now, right? Watch Amira's head, y'all. Watch Amira's head. And that car seat is not in there good enough, if you ask me, because that car seat should not have moved. The hell? And she looking like, I'm still sleeping. I'm still sleepy. That tells me that baby keeping them up at night. That baby whooping their ass is what it's doing. And then Desharia, she likely got slung to the front. And he ain't asked nobody. Y'all good? Y'all all right? Y'all all right? And then he looks over and he ain't said shit. I'm going to see how long he going to drive before he open his mouth and say anything to the people that he's supposed to be protecting in the car. He's still looking at the goddamn phone. LaTruth, what is wrong with you? He's still looking down. He ain't even asked, are y'all good? And he can't even act like he's looking for direction. Hell, you're on the same goddamn street. It ain't said turn right, turn left. You still on the same goddamn street. You know what I'm saying? She says, oh, OMG, that car seat ain't right. No, it's not. There's no way that car seat should have moved like that. There's no way. But now he's going to try to sit there and try to play it off like he's looking like as if for directions. Nigga, you on the same street. The same street. I'm sure it told you drive forward 1.3 miles, then make a left. The hell? He's still looking. And the reason why he's still looking is because he's trying to play it off. He's trying to play it off right now. And acting like that he wasn't bothered, that he almost depleted everybody in that damn car. Hell, at this point, is he watching the goddamn cartoon? Because that's what I'm beginning to wonder. Is he watching the cartoon? She said Mosky not okay because she still got her hand on her face. Exactly. Mosky probably like, God damn, take me home. Fuck. Get me home where I'm safe. And he must be watching the damn cartoon. He's still looking down at the phone. This man ain't said nothing to nobody in that car yet. He didn't even do the normal thing all caring people do when they almost hit someone, put his hand over toward Amira to support her. That phone was way more important. You know what? You are absolutely correct. Let's go back and take a look at that. Thank you, Monique. Let's go back and take a look at that because you're right. Most people will brace the other person, right? They will put their hand across the other person's chest area. You're absolutely correct. Thank you for pointing that out. I didn't even notice that. He didn't even drop his fucking phone. Okay. He did not put his hand. He didn't give a fuck about Amira. Okay. He didn't even look Amira direction. He looked at her out the corner of his eye. Look right there. Look, hold on. He looked at her out the corner of his eye because he know he guilty. Hold on. She looks at him. Look at her. She looks at him at the corner of her eye, and he looked right back at her at the corner of his eye. Hold on, I'm gonna try to catch it with him looking at her. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me go back. Just one. Damn, I'm trying to get him looking at the corner of his eye at her. I almost got it, y'all. I want to get him looking at the corner of his eye at her. Right there. That's about as far as he gave her right there. And that is a sign of guilt. And I'm guilty of what I just did, but I'm not going to acknowledge it. Okay. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to acknowledge almost running y'all through the goddamn front seat of the windshield, right? I'm not going to acknowledge it, but I know what I did was wrong, right? But they just carried on. But I just thought at some point that he would actually open his mouth and say something to the kids, and it don't look like he said shit to anybody in there. He still ain't said shit. He's still looking at the phone. Look at this. LaTruth. Oh my goodness. He's still looking down at the phone. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Y'all pray for these children. And Amira's still over there asleep like she done had fucking baby duty all night. You hear me? While her ass asleep, she said Amira lives on autopilot, no care in the world, none whatsoever. They look like they both very sleepy, like they are coming down from something. This is concerning. They will get a visit from the CPS. Y'all know I don't promote calling the CPS. I'm not gonna call CPS or anything like that. She said even her waking up, she didn't even say anything. I would have said something to my husband and the kids if my husband slammed on brakes, especially if it woke me up. Me too. Hell, I thought it was it's instinct just to say, y'all good? Everybody good? Bae, you okay? I would have said that to my own fucking husband. You know what I'm saying? Bae, you all right? Meaning, do I need to take over? Like, if you sleepy or whatever, I could wake up and we could tag team this shit. I don't even know where he going. If he going to take Momo back, I would have been like, hey, you okay? Bae, you all right? Do we need to pull over? Sometimes you might just need some air. Sometimes you might just need to pull over and just walk for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Babe, you good? She ain't say shit to him. He ain't say shit to her. And he ain't say shit to anybody in that damn car. Okay? He didn't look at her. He looked at Momo because Momo made an outburst. She knew not to say anything. He's mean as hell, and he would have given her attitude. I probably would have snatched his phone like, what the fuck? Get off your phone. Des. Exactly. Get off your phone. Babe, what are you doing? And it's a straight road. It's they on the highway. This is all for camera, shaking my goddamn head. Clown of the year. I would have definitely snatched that phone. I tell my husband, babe, put the damn phone down. Okay. Out of concern for family, are y'all okay? Exactly. Are y'all okay? That's all he could have said. Y'all good? Y'all good? And then he could have turned into a teachable lesson. That's what happens right there. You see, baby girl, you see Desharia, you see Momo. That's what happened right there. When you have your phone, any second, a split second, something can happen. So you should not take your eyes off the road to entertain your phone. Because if you hit somebody from behind, it is your fault. That could have been a teachable lesson, but no, he goes right back to being in his phone. But he's doing it because he's on camera and he's driving. And he don't really want the people to know on his live stream that he know he just fucked up. He know he fucked up. He know what he did is wrong. His man can't be that dense in the head. Come on. He know what he did is wrong. I don't care how narcissistic he is. He know it's wrong. He know it's wrong to be on your phone. And if I'm not mistaken, in the state of Georgia, isn't it illegal? Isn't it? I thought it was illegal. Did y'all hear him say that his Tesla was gone? No, Momo looking like, what the fuck, girl? You not gonna say nothing? Oh, yeah, Momo is looking at a mirror like, wake your ass up. Because at this point, you need 4 sets of eyes up there because my daddy eyes is not on the road. And you know, a mirror, if she knows that he's the type of guy that looks at his phone, she should be awake. She ain't no fucking help at this point. She should be awake and helping him watch the road. If she ain't going to be woman enough to say, put your phone down. A mirror, your child in the car. You know what? Her child's not in the car. Wait a minute, where her child at? Her child is not in the car. Wait a minute. So her child probably was visiting her dad. Desharia better not say anything because her and little mama will be right back down there with Sierra. Exactly. She ain't saying nothing. She living her best life. She living her best life. You hear me? It's illegal in all states. No texting and driving. But I don't know if he's texting. I thought it was illegal in Georgia to even be on your phone. I don't even know if he's texting. I don't even think that you can even like have your phone reading texts or anything like that. You know? She said, great parenting, showing generations in that car how to drive recklessly. Exactly. Exactly. He's showing what you're not supposed to do. Okay? But he's not teaching them. So when Desharia starts driving and when she's doing what she do now, because she love her damn phone too, right? When she's looking at her phone and this, that, and the other, then what are you going to say? She going to say, I get it from my daddy. I get it straight from my daddy. Did they repossess it? He was out driving it. No, I don't know. I don't know. I just said in Georgia, I just said it. Georgia has a no-touch law concerning cell phones. You can have them in your hand. You cannot have them in your hand at all. That's what I thought. I didn't know what it was called, but you call it a no-touch law. So you're not supposed to have a phone in your hand at all. And look at him. Tasha K told him he doesn't know how to disconnect from social media. And he does not. And he does not. But they concerned about other people being on YouTube all goddamn day. At least I'm sitting in my office or in my home on YouTube. I'm not riding around being responsible of people's lives. Do you hear me? I don't have little ones around me. I don't have to be in the protector zone. But this won't get a live stream. This won't be content. You want to know why? Because the majority of the people in their audience will be mad at them. And say, why you judging that man? Show him some grace. Show him some grace. He doing the best that he can. Why y'all judging him? So they won't do it. They won't do it. Okay. She said, yes, it's prohibited to look at your phone and drive. That's why your phone locks when you're driving, unless you hit, I'm not driving. Oh, your phone locks when you're driving? She says, what's more important? Hold on. What's more important than safety of kids? If this is real father game, then throw it away. All the way in the trash, in the garbage can, okay? You missed my comment. I said this video proves that Rose got dropped off with that seafood. Yeah, you're right, Judy. Yeah, because she's not with them. You're right. I missed that comment. She said it's illegal in all states. So many deaths have happened because of it. He was pulled over for that before, wasn't he? He sure was. He was pulled over before. He really was. Amora blew him up already, saying he looked at lives while driving. Who, you mean Amira? Or, oh no, you're talking about Amora, baby Amora. Okay. You're talking about the 6-year-old. Okay. Find something else to talk about, loser. You sound stupid and lame as hell, old ass. You see? This is people like this. You see what I'm talking about? I knew it was going to be one. I knew it was going to be one. We over here talking about safety. And this big pie face, fat face, burger face, eating ass woman comes over here. I knew it was going to be one. I knew it was going to be one. See, this lady right here is more concerned about stuffing her jaws with burgers, okay? With cheeseburgers. So she's more worried about that than the safety of children, okay? Yeah. See, she don't want to point out something like this because LaTruth is one of her favorites. But if LaTruth was her favorite, why won't she actually say that this is a safety hazard? But she won't. So she says she comes over here. She wasn't invited. She came over here on her own. I didn't fix her legs. I didn't guide her here. I didn't even ask her to come over here. She came over here on her own to just show us how big her fucking face is, first of all, okay? So while she's concerned about what it is I'm talking about, she needs to go take her face to the gym, all right? But she comes over here and say, find something else to talk about, loser. Who's losing? She's on my channel. She's on my channel. And she said, you sound stupid, but she's in my audience. She's in my audience. You understand what I'm saying? Girl, go unbig your face. I'm going to need you to do that. Go unbig your face. All right? Now, that's enough for her. That's enough for her. She's gone. I just sent her ass to the motherfucking gym. Okay? So she'll come back when she unbig her fucking face. Moon pie face looking ass. All right. Nevertheless, this is a teachable moment. She should have gotten out of here. Everybody, whether they support him or not, should be outraged seeing some of the things that we've saw. You would think that she would be outraged, but she's not outraged, okay? And that's concerning to me. It's concerning because I guarantee you she sits herself while eating, stuffing her face with hot dogs. She sits in the audience and listens to them judge Brianna from the top of her head to the bottom of her feet. But they will overlook things like this. This man could have gotten these kids hurt, but she doesn't care. She don't care. So nevertheless, she's gone. She's coloring and we're moving on. All right. She said, Amora, we don't talk to hoes that built like a loaf of bread. Like motherfucking Idaho. Okay. Idaho. That's what she called. Ida fucking hoe. All right. Anyway, looking like she's swollen all goddamn day. Like she got stung by a bee and fucking got an allergic reaction all over her face. All right. Nevertheless, they will judge Brianna to the top of her head, to the bottom of her feet, but they will look at this shit like, find something else to talk about. Find something else to talk about. No one told her to come over here. No one told her to come over here, all right? She said, Amora, did you see how Amira seat lifted up? Yes, I did see that, and that's why I said it's not tied down there tight enough. The seat belt needs to be adjusted, but who gonna tell him? If we don't tell him, because he listens to us. If we don't tell him, Moon Pie Idaho face ass is not gonna tell him. They're not gonna teach him this type of stuff because they're too busy wanting to know the fragrance of Brianna's cooch. They want to know what fragrance it is, okay? Fragrance, I'm sorry, not flagrance. Got me over here talking like old girl. The fragrance, they want to know what fragrance so they can go buy it. They won't tell him things like this. So I have to teach him these things because he actually do listen to me. Now, I don't know if he will get it, but you literally could have depleted your family. It only takes a second. Only takes a second. Now, I don't know if he's under the influence or not. A lot of people that are under influence, they deplete their family just like that. Look at the very bad car accident that Tiger Woo got into, almost ended his life. Didn't he flip his vehicle? He flipped his vehicles. A lot of people out here is DEAD because of a split-second decision. A split-second decision. On the first half of this video, we saw him walking, not paying attention to the girls. They behind him, walking close to the street. He wasn't protecting there. And now we see a video, a whole different video, where he's not protecting in the car. He's more concerned with what the hell is on his phone than what's in front of him. This is not a good driver, which means that he is not being a protector. But you have a moon pie face ass girl to come over here, knowing, now you know if your face is that swole, the rest of your body is swole. Okay? It's swole. But she comes over here out of line, uninvited. She couldn't just sit on a branch and either agree or disagree. No. She had to say, find something else to talk about, loser. And then going to proceed to say, you sound stupid. But she's listening to me. She brung herself over here. She thought we was giving out snack cakes for free. Is that what my title say? Free Debbie snack cakes? I'm going to need Idaho to do everybody a favor, including her face a favor. Go unbig your face. Go unbig your face. That's it. That's all. And then you need to learn about safety. Because if safety is first, safety is number one, you will understand what I'm doing here. You will understand this entire video, right? She says, hell, you had to give his brother a safety lesson too. Exactly. And they was mad about that. They was mad about that, you know? She said he listens to him more. He'll have a video up him walking with kids doing it the way you said it. Exactly. He does listen to me because he damn sure don't listen to them, but they don't give, and he knows they don't give him good advice because they sit there and stroke his ego. They make everything that he does right. But they say we do that to Brianna. They say we don't call Brianna out, but this man clearly, if Brianna would have done this, it would have went viral. Every blogger that critiqued her would have had this up on her screen. And they would have called CPS and said, all them kids need to be out of her care. She cares more about her phone and she's jeopardizing her children. This man didn't give a flukety fluke. You would think for the rest of the drive that he wouldn't have looked back down at his phone. You would have think that he would have been a little shooken up, but he wasn't. Again, he didn't put his hand across the chest of the girlfriend. He didn't put his hand across the chest at all. He just sat there. He acted like it didn't even happen, to be honest with you. He acted like it didn't even happen. And you got Po Momo back there like, God damn, I'm in a state of shock. Momo saw it coming, though. She the only one in the whole car. Everybody else doing something else. Amira lazy ass asleep. The baby back there being entertained. Tasharia got the phone in her hand. And Momo. And while Momo opened up her eyes and her mouth at the same time, his face, his eyes is glued to his phone. This don't make no sense. Then she wakes up. Like, where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? And go right back to sleep. Man, ain't no way. Amora just named that lady Idaho. Idaho. Y'all know who Idaho is, right? Yes, Idaho. Her name is Mother effing Idaho. Get your Idaho face ass up out of here. She said, read my comment. All right. She says, and the fool on the side, and the fool on side him over their sleep would have woke up in heaven or hell. Okay? She would have just woke up, but you would, like somebody said, you would think that she would have woke up and be like, baby, you good? Baby, you all right? You good? Because I would have woke up and be like, baby, you good? You okay? We good? Even if he's tired. Because he very well may be tired. He's driving 4 hours down and 4 hours back. He very well may have an excuse of being tired. She probably tired too, or she probably like my son. If my son is not driving and you put him in a car, it don't matter how old he is, he's going to sleep. My son is not a good passenger driver. He gonna fall asleep on your ass. If you take him on a road trip with you, do not expect him to be your company, baby. You might as well get a pillow and a blanket and give it to him because he's going to sleep, okay? Now, she might be that type that once the car starts driving, she's going to sleep, okay? She said, this is crazy, shaking my head, protect the kids. Exactly, Miss Carla. Thank you so very much. He should be protecting the kids, but that is not his number one priority. His number one priority is for social media to see him with a car full of people. That's it. That's all. He want to be seen with a car full of people. Hell, right now his eyes closed. Right now his eyes closed. The only thing he protecting is that bottom lip. That's it. He didn't protect the 2-year-old. He didn't protect the 6-year-old. He didn't protect the 18-year-old. And he damn sure didn't protect Sleeping Beauty over there. Okay? Only thing he protected is that bottom lip. Let me tuck this bitch away. Just in case if we do wreck, my bottom lip will be protected. It would not get damaged at all. Okay? You hear me? She says, I'm not a good passenger, especially if my husband is driving. He's a truck driver, and I know I'll be protected. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't no good passenger either. If you waiting on me to be a good passenger, you might as well put me in the trunk, okay? Because I'm about to ask you why you driving so fast, why you turn the curve so fast, you going 1 mile beyond the speed limit. I'm about to say everything. The police is about to give us a ticket. Yeah, I ain't no good. Y'all have been to kick me the hell out the car. My husband have mega patience with me. You hear me? That's why he put my ass on that plane and did not want me to ride 30 hours with him, because he knew it would have been 30 hours of me being paranoid, saying, baby, can you slow down? Baby, can you turn the corner slower? Baby, we too close to the rail. Baby, it looked like we about to fall off the bridge. And yeah, he bought that ticket and said, hell no, your ass is flying and you going into the Airbnb and I'll meet you there. Okay. She said, so was he picking up more up on this trip? He should have had her drive the way there and sleep while she drive. I think he was picking up Moski this day. Yeah, I think he was picking up Moski. Either picking up or dropping off. I'm not sure. When was this? Yesterday? Hell, I don't know where he was. Let me see. This was yesterday. I don't know. All I know is he almost depleted all of their lives, but he's supposed to be responsible. Hey, Ashley, she said, Bradley drives so good, I fall asleep every time to get behind the wheel. Wait a minute, every time he gets behind the wheel. Yeah, I fall asleep too, but I wake up crazy. I wake up saying, where we at? Where we at? Hold on, where we at? He said, go back to sleep, please, babe. What's going on? Please, you startling me. You startling me. He would have had bit his whole bottom lip off and been in surgery for stitches if he would have hit something. She said, Jay said, you not about to get on my nerves. Okay, and put me dead on that flight. You hear me? Put me dead on that flight. She said, baby, my feet and calves be sore pushing my imaginary brakes. LOL. Okay, so you too. I'm telling you, imaginary brakes, baby. You hear me, honey? I am not a good passenger driver. So that could have been the case. She said, I'm too damn nosy. I be woke watching everything. Oh, for real, girl. Not me. Not me. She said, sound like me. I'm a passenger driver for real, for real. Yes, honey. She said he driving 4 hours where? From Georgia to North Carolina. Momo has more discernment than the adults. You know, the Bible says the Lord watches over babies and fools. Thank God that he's watching over those babies. Exactly. Somebody sent me something, but whatever you sent, it says attachment not available. So it may be from a block page or whatever the case may be. But, you know, we just sat here and watched 2 videos where this man was literally in non-protective mode when he should have been in protect your kids, protect everybody in your car mode, you know? And let me just show y'all another video. I was going to say something about this video and I chose not to. Hold on. And the name of this video that he put up here is called Family Time. Family time. I mean, hell, it's danger time. Hold on. Let me let y'all see this other video right quick. Because, you know, since he do listen to me, right? Since he does listen to me, I got something else to tell him, share with him. You know, I don't mind sharing every now and again. Hell, I share with a bunch of other people, and you see what that got me. They didn't take heed, though. All right, right here. So now this, okay, so this the day he picked up Mosky, right? Mosky is 6 years old. Mosky do not belong up there in the mother effing cart. Like, goddamn, who gonna tell him? Who gonna tell him that Mosky do not go up front like this no more? She is too goddamn big and her legs is too long to be in the front of this damn car like this. Who gonna tell him you do not put a 6-year-old up here? Who gonna tell him, y'all? Who gonna tell him Mosky do not belong up there? Her legs too long. She either go in the back seat of that cart or she walk. But then let me tell you, let me read what he wrote, right? He says, after a long drive, I still had time to stop and do a little shopping for my family. Tired? Yeah. But when you're a father, you don't clock out. Real men push through exhaustion, pressure, and stress because the people depending on us deserve consistency, love, and effort. Being a dad ain't just about posting pictures and saying, I love my kids. It's about showing up even when your body is tired, your mind is drained, and you just want to rest. That's what sacrifice look like. That's what leadership look like. No matter how hard life gets, I thank God for giving me the strength to provide, protect, and keep going for the people that I love. Then he hashtag Real Father Gang, Family, LaTruth. I record everything. Now, LaTruth, I'm going to put this on mute while I play this video. Hold on. All right, I put it on mute. First of all, Mosky too goddamn big to be in that cart like that, in the front of the cart. Second of all, LaTruth, you just drove hours down there to meet Mosky. A real parent would have went to Target and did shopping for your fucking family before you got on the road to go down there and get your daughter, okay? A real father would have went ahead and took care of what he needed to take care of. A real father would have already had shoes for Mosky at her house, at your house. A real father would have already had chips, milk, cheese, soda, and whatever the hell else that you bought. A real father wouldn't have came off the road from picking up his daughter and had her to spend any extra moment in the effing grocery store, okay? Because a real father would have went ahead and already did that shit. You got fucking Monday through Friday, or let's just say Monday through Thursday to do all of this shit. So going to do that on the day you pick up your daughter, and after she is in your car, you grabbing milk and shit, when you got a whole motherfucking lazy ass woman, 2 of them at your house, and they could have done it, is not a flex, okay? This was unnecessary for you to put Mosky through, because a real father would have already had milk in the house. You got a whole woman that's in her 30s at home. You got a woman that's 18 at home. They both have children. This ain't no flex to me. This is something is wrong with your priorities, okay? This is procrastination. If you knew you needed milk while you were going down the road to get Mosky, them 2 women at your house could have done this. You ain't there by yourself. Or you don't clock into nobody's job 8 hours a day. You live above Target. They could have walked their asses downstairs and got this, and so could you. Or you could have ordered it online and you could have picked that shit up. Why she ain't already got a shirt? Why she ain't got a shirt at home that she could fit? You know that Brianna don't drop her off with a bag. Why is Mosky sitting in Target after getting off a long drive? Why is she sitting in the front seat of a cart? I'm pretty sure she's tired. This ain't no fucking flex to me. This is irresponsibility. This is somebody's priorities is fucked up. This is not a flex. This is your girl is lazy because what the fuck she there for? What is she adding? Okay? Why she didn't go pick up no pants, no shirt? You just drove all of that time to go get your daughter just to come and say, oh, let me buy her a pair of pants. You knew she needed a pair of pants before you picked her up. See, a real father would have been like, you know what? I know Most is going to be here. I know Brianna don't bring her bag. Let me go and get her an outfit. Let me buy her an outfit. Let me buy her some shoes. Let me get some chips. Let me get some Alfredo. Let me get some Huggies. Let me get some milk. Let me pick up this wine. You got two lazy ass women in the house. There's no flex to me. I'm sorry, you gets none. You put Mosky through unnecessary bullshit. Okay? So while you drove all this long ass way, okay, and you still had to stop and get and take Mosky to the goddamn grocery store with you, tells me either one, you're overly controlling because don't nobody else in that house make money but you. So you're overly controlling with your money, or you got two lazy ass women in your home. That's what that tells me. That's what that tells me. Or you lazy too, LaTruth, because you could have done that yesterday. You could have bought Mosky and bought all the grocery shopping that you needed to do before the day you pick up Mosky. So yeah, this was no flex to me at all. People thumbed it up without even thinking, why the hell would he wait day of? I could see if he worked a regular job and he's at work, you know what I'm saying, the whole time. But no. He does not work a traditional job. So to go and, oh, I'm out of milk. We out of milk. Why can't Amira go downstairs? Have Target right downstairs. You can't pass her $40 for her to go pick up some things that you need. You can't do that. Yeah, okay. That's controlling to me. It's absolutely controlling. You know? Why haven't we seen Amira grocery shop at all? What does she do? Damn. Anyway, child. After 4 hours on the road. Exactly. He put his baby through unnecessary bullshit. That's just my opinion. He put her through unnecessary bullshit. She already rode 4 freaking hours or however long it take to get to North Carolina, 4 or 5 hours. Rode all that time to get there. And then you're going to bring her back and go grocery shopping. You putting her through unnecessary bullshit. Where is the time spent? Where is the time spent? You know? So anyway, yeah, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed at all. Matter of fact, I think I put this in ChatGPT as well. Let's see what ChatGPT says about this. Hold on. Give me a second. All right, y'all listen to this. Yeah, he gonna be mad. I don't give a damn.
Here's a polished Facebook post you can use. A weekend visit from Friday.
Hold on, I don't want a Facebook post. Hold on. Here we go. Let's do a teachable moment. Teachable moment.
Absolutely. Here's a more teachable moment version that still makes the point without sounding too emotional. Parenting teachable moment. When you only have your child from Friday at 6 p.m. to Sunday at 6 p.m., that time is valuable. Every hour matters. So instead of turning a basic Target run into content about how tired you are and how real fathers push through, maybe the lesson should be about preparation and priorities. If you know you have a 4-hour drive and you know you are picking your child up for the weekend, grocery shopping and household errands should be handled before the visit whenever possible. That way, when your child gets with you, the time can be focused on bonding, relaxing, talking, laughing, and making memories, not dragging them through errands you had time to do earlier.
Yep.
That is not an attack. That is parenting maturity. Also, when a mother is doing the everyday work, school days, homework, baths, meals, appointments, discipline, emotional support, and everything in between, it should not take a comment section to remind you to give her credit, especially on Mother's Day. A real teachable moment would have been saying, I respect the mothers who do this every day. I get a small window of time, and even that takes effort. So salute to the mothers who carry this load daily. That would have shown growth. Instead, the message came across like a performance. Look how tired I am, but I'm still shopping because I'm a real father. But parenting is not about proving something to Facebook. It is about being intentional with the time you have. And one more thing, a 7-year-old sitting up front in a grocery cart is not the best look from a safety or common sense standpoint. At that age, children are old enough to walk beside you, help pick out items, and be included in the experience like a growing child, not placed in the cart like a toddler. The lesson here is simple. Plan better. Prioritize the child's time. Respect the parent doing the daily work. And stop using basic parenting moments as proof that you are sacrificing more than everybody else. Because real parenting is not a weekend performance. It is daily consistency.
Exactly. So basically, ChatGPT said him writing what he wrote would have been better if he would have included the mothers. Like, dang, the mothers have to do this on an everyday basis, and they have to do much more. School days, homework, baths, meal, appointment, discipline, emotional support, and everything in between. So, ChatGPT is saying his message should, instead of him beefing up himself, or as Cora say, instead of him bigging up himself, he could have bigged up the mother and said, dang, now I see how tired they be, how exhausted they be, because they got to do this on a daily basis. They don't just have to do this on the weekend. But he ain't going to do that. You ever think that he going to come on here and give them credit? Like, dang, man, now I see how tired y'all are. I just do this on the weekend and I'm exhausted. Y'all do this every day. Kudos to y'all. Damn, this is amazing. I need to give my baby mothers more credit than I do. Because they do this every single day. Grocery shop, clothes shop, hair appointments, babe time, school days, emotional support, meals, appointments, discipline. They do this every single day. I'm exhausted from just doing this on the weekend. So let me big up my baby mama. But he ain't going to do that. So yeah, Amora does not need to be in that damn front of the cart. And 2, prioritize your shopping. Plan better. There's no way you should have been picking up milk from Target that's down below you. He live above Target. There's no way that he should have been going to the grocery store. What in the world is 2 adults doing in that home that they could not have done this? Good night, Bokamosa. She said, I would have sent none of her good stuff there. Most of the time, they would leave them there, and you got to communicate with him to get it back. It's a manipulation tactics. I know they was trying to talk about the shoes that she wore. Well, guess what? He wouldn't have had to go buy her a pair of shoes from Target if he already had her a pair of shoes at his house. Did they not think about that? Huh? If he already had a pair of shoes there for Mosky, then he would not have had to go buy no shoes. So does he get kudos for having to buy her a pair of shoes? Hell no. Shit, why she ain't got a wardrobe at his house? Why clothes are not already there? Huh? She should already have shoes there. He get her every other week. It ain't like he only see her one, just out of the summer. He get her every other weekend. Why he ain't got a whole wardrobe there? I don't feel no pity for him having to buy no shoes. And if I was Brianna, I wouldn't feel bad at all. He the daddy. Go buy the damn shoes. He the daddy. He ain't doing nothing great. Just because he wanted to show her feet and show that the shoes dirty. Shit, sometimes shit happens. But for the most part, we know that Bree take care of her kids. We know that. Okay? He buys all the bad food knowing he carries the stomach cancer gene. What happened to juicing and cooking healthy meals for his daughter and grandbaby? Child, you know that juicing and all that shit was for him to lose weight. Honey, he got tired of being called. Let me be quiet, child. Momo be scared to tell him anything or say anything. She knows he's slow and mildly retarded. I don't think she knows her daddy is that. I don't think so. What if something happened in Target? He would have struggled getting Momo out of that cart. First of all, Momo should not be in the front seat of that cart. I'm sorry, she should not. She's 6 years old, and Momo got long legs. Long legs. She should not be in the front of that damn cart. Hell, it seemed like, oh, well, let me put Momo in the front, but then the little baby running all around the place. The little baby running all around the place, you know? I don't know. Somebody is messaging me. I don't want, let me see. Hey, more. I signed up for the class. Okay, thank you, Katrina. I'll reach you when I get off. He probably got 11 videos of her in his phone. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, he doing all of that. Yeah, and behind on child support. So what's wrong with him picking up a pair of $7 shoes from Target? What's wrong with doing that? Hell, he way behind on child support. And if you ask me, he was more concerned with the girl booty that was walking in front of him than he was with what was going on. He got the camera fixated on her butt. It ain't fixated on no food. And he got a woman. In my opinion, this is disrespectful. He zoomed in on her butt. What part of that do they think is cute? Anyway, man, bye. Man, bye. Why he won't send Desharia for no food run? Man, get out of here with that bull crap, y'all. She said, hey, did you talk about him leaving Momo in the car while he went into the gas station store? He did that recently? Did he do that recently? I think all of them scared of him because after seeing that car video too, none of them said anything to him. Oh, yeah, none of them said nothing to him. No, they almost got slung through the damn the windshield and didn't say shit. She said somebody is going to slap the mess out of him for filming them. Yeah, I guarantee you that girl don't know her ass is on his page. Yeah. And he low-key was following her, kinda, you know? Damn, LaTruth. But in my opinion, if I was a mirror, the girl, I would be like, what's up? You showed her. I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't have said that because I ain't really insecure. Normally, I don't even focus on that type of stuff or whatever. And the thing about it is they don't even know they being filmed. He got on them meta glasses. They don't even know they on camera. They don't even know they on camera. He left Momo in his Jeep when he went in the convenience store. Recently? He got to be more careful than that. Damn. Did he do that recently, you guys? Or was this a while ago? He probably wants control over the food and the money. Oh, I mean, if he going to the grocery store buying milk, okay? That single men do that shit. Okay? Single men do that shit when you got women in the house that don't work. I mean, my husband grocery shop, but my husband does it because he likes to get out. I really don't like the grocery store. I ain't even gonna lie. But I ain't got 2 small kids in this house either, you know? And I work. I'm working right now. I'm at work right now, you know? It was Friday after picking up Momo. Oh, let me see. Let me see. Was this it? Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. You mean right here when she's in the car by herself? Is this it? Hold on.
Now the Tesla gone. Now she want me to drive the Tesla. Oh my God. Kids is funny.
Is this it, y'all?
I'm gonna see if they got some ice cream right here for you.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Kids are so funny, man. Every day I was like, you want me to drive the Tesla or the Jeep? She said the Jeep. Now that I said the Tesla gone, she said now she wants the Tesla back. Kids.
Man, I don't know what this man is thinking. Lord, Father God, are you kidding me? What the hell? A 6-year-old? LaTruth, are you out your mind? Oh my God. God damn, I'm just so blown away.
Where's some ice cream at in here?
I don't even think that you are allowed to do that. Let me ask. I don't even think that shit is legal. Y'all know I'm about to ask. Hold on. I could see if they did it, he did it, and it was a bigger child in the car. Not Texas. This is not Texas. Okay, so Texas, I'm gonna let y'all hear what Texas rule is, which I didn't know that this was a rule. I'm gonna let y'all hear what they say about a Texas rule versus a Georgia rule. There's rules against this, y'all, or rules about this.
I'll frame this as both a safety, common sense issue and a legal risk issue, because only grabbing snacks can still create problems fast. In Texas, a 6-year-old is under 7, so the law is very clear. A person commits an offense if they intentionally or knowingly leave a child in a motor vehicle longer than 5 minutes, unless the child is with someone 14 or older. It is a Class C misdemeanor with a possible fine up to $500. But even aside from the law, I would not call it right or safe, especially at a gas station. A few reasons. Gas stations have cars pulling in and out, strangers walking around, doors opening and closing, and distractions everywhere. A child that age can panic, unbuckle, open a door, touch controls, or be approached by someone. And in Texas heat, even a few minutes can become dangerous quickly. So my take is legal risk, if it is over 5 minutes in Texas, that is a problem under the statute. Safety risk, even under 5 minutes, it is still poor judgment, especially for snacks. Parenting common sense. Snacks are not an emergency. Take the child inside or skip the stop. For a live stream line, you could say, legally, Texas draws the line at more than 5 minutes for a child under 7. But morally and safety-wise, why are we playing the 5-minute game at all? A 6-year-old should not be sitting alone in a vehicle at a gas station just so an adult can grab snacks. Safety should come before convenience.
All right, now listen to Georgia. That's Texas. Texas got a 5-minute rule. Let's listen to Georgia.
In Georgia, it is not as simple as Texas with a clear 5-minute rule. Georgia does not appear to have a specific statute that says a child of X age cannot be left alone in a car for X minutes, but that does not mean it is safe or legally risk-free. Georgia authorities can still treat it as reckless conduct, child neglect, or even child cruelty, depending on the facts. The child's age, how long they were left, the weather, whether the car was running, whether the doors were locked, whether the adult could see the child, and whether the child was distressed or harmed. Georgia criminal defense sources specifically note that leaving a child alone in a vehicle can be prosecuted under reckless conduct or second-degree child cruelty in serious situations. For a 6-year-old at a gas station, I would say, legally, it may not be an automatic charge just because it happened for a brief moment, but it can absolutely become a legal problem depending on the circumstances. Safety-wise, no, I would not call it right or safe. A gas station has strangers, traffic, people coming and going, potential car theft, heat risk, and a child that young may panic, open the door, touch controls, or be unable to respond properly in an emergency. Georgia Child Safety Guidance also says not to leave a small child unattended in public places, including gas stations, even for a moment. A good live stream line would be, Georgia may not have a clean 5-minute rule like some states, but that does not make it okay. A 6-year-old left alone in a car at a gas station is still a safety issue and can become a legal issue real quick. Snacks are not an emergency. Take the child inside or don't stop.
Exactly. Like, why he just didn't take Mosky in there with him? What's wrong with unbuckling her? You know what I'm saying? Just for a moment, take her ass with him. I don't get this, LaTruth. I don't get this. I don't look at him as no protector. LaTruth, what the fuck? Dude, like, seriously. And it may not even been long, but I just don't see how, as a parent, you could take your eyes off your child. I don't give a fuck. If ain't nobody else is watching your child, you should have eyes on that child. If Amira was in the car, if Desharia was in the car, even if older kids was in the car, like teenage kids, 14, 15. But by herself, somebody can come up to that thing and tell her, roll that window down or bust the window open. Anything. Just turning your back on your child, period, is a no-no to me. I don't do it. I am a very protective parent. I'm not turning my back on my child. I'm not leaving no 6-year-old in the car. Anything can happen. Hell, y'all, listen, anything can happen. When we stop, like if we're on trips and we stop at different gas stations going along, I don't even let my daughter at 24 years old go in the bathroom by herself. Y'all have no idea. I'm like, I'm going with you. I don't even care if I'm tired and don't feel like getting up. I'm going with you. She's like, okay. She already know what it is. It might be aggy as fuck, but I do not care. I'm going in there with you. I'm coming with you. Hold on. Let me put my shoes on. I'm coming with you. I may not even have to use the bathroom, but she's not going in no gas station bathroom by herself because she might not make it out. I'm going in there with you. We don't know this place. We don't know who in here. I'm going with you. We don't know if the store is being held up. Hell, if it's going to be held up, I'm going to be in there with her. We'll be held up together. I'm going with you. Hold on. I'm going with you. I'm going with you. And I'm going to put my shoes on. And I'm going to go in there. I don't give a damn how tired I am. So for him to go into this gas station, in my opinion, just to turn his back on Mosky, period. To turn, this is not Desharia. I could see him walking in the grocery store and leaving Desharia in the car, right? But Mosky, no. Damn.
There you go. 5.
And he's talking about, let me see what pump I'm on. First of all, I got questions. When you go to the gas station these days and you walk in and you say pump 5, pump 2, I thought that was a shit from the past. Do we still do that? Do we still go in there and say, I'm on pump 5, I'm on pump 2? I didn't think we did that anymore. I thought you just swipe your damn card and pay for your damn gas. Where do we go where we pay for the gas inside the damn store anymore? People still doing that. Huh? That's when when you only want them to set it at $2. You remember back in the day, can you set $2 on pump 5? $2. That's it. Not 3, not 4, just $2.
30 on 5.
That joker said 30 on 5. Y'all, let's take the wheel because, baby, he control how much gas he put in his car. Now, I ain't going to lie. I don't fill up my car. My husband does. But if my husband wasn't here and I was responsible for filling up the car, bitch, we fill it up until it say full, okay? 30 on 5, this joker going into a gas station hollering 30 on 5. Now, you know that is some hard motherfucking times right there. You hear me? Do you hear me? 30 on 5. He controlling how much gas is going in that motherfucker 30 on 5. I didn't even know people still do that. I thought people actually walked in, just not even walked in there. I thought you just swipe your car until that bitch is full. Until that shit just cut off on its own. This nigga going in there to my 30 on 5. And they up here talking about Bree doing bad. If you walking into the gas station hollering 30 on 5, 30 ain't getting your ass nowhere these days, okay? 30 now on the gas tank is the new 65, okay? Because what $30 gonna do? Get him down the street. 30 on 5, 30 on 5. Are you here? Do you hear me? I thought you just put your card in there, and whenever that motherfucker click off, that's it. And then you see how it hit you upside the head. And then you be like, God damn, $80? Damn. And you complain about it as you get your ass right back in the car. But I ain't know you go in there and be like 30 on 5. This joker just said 30 on 5. And they talking about Bree doing bad. 30 on 5. 30 on 5. That's why he didn't want Mosky to go in there with him. He didn't want Mosky to know that he was controlling how much gas go in that car. 30 on 5. Oh, LaTruth. You can't make this up.
Yeah, you don't. I'm sure a pump on her.
She said $30. She said, do me right in my Corolla.
30 on 5.
30 on 5. I did not know people were still doing this. I'm not even gonna lie. She said $30 don't even fill up my Altima. Listen, he wasn't trying to fill that bitch up. He won't, you know, some people ride around on 1/4 tank. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. That's a pet peeve of my husband, okay? That is a pet peeve of his. Even now, we only got one vehicle. When we had 2 vehicles, if I let my gas get down to that low, he would yell at me. He would be so upset, babe. Why is your car on 1/4 tank? And I'm like, it ain't on E. Babe, and my husband, mine 1/4 is E. Okay. He ain't letting that shit. He don't like it to get past half. You know, but I ain't had to worry about that in so long. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I probably don't even know how to pump gas at this point. I mean, call me illiterate when it comes to the gas station. You hear me? I don't pump gas and I don't open my car door. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something. Anybody that think being with a man or around a man and you opening your own car door, baby, that is not a flex, okay? Because I wish I would be with a man and have to open up my own car door. That's all I got to say about that. Because some people be thinking they flexing, honey, while they open up their own goddamn car door, door to the building and everything. Girl, bye.
It's ready for you. It only shows up here. That's all.
Okay, so Tawanda says, hold on. Tawanda Rabbit says, or Reddit, I'm sorry. What about Bree when she left the twins when she went to jail? I am on no side. She wasn't right to leave the twins in the back seat. I don't agree with that either. The only thing I will say is she wasn't at no goddamn gas station. She was inside a neighborhood, but at the same time, I would not have left the twins either. I would not have left my kids. To be honest with you, I wouldn't have been arguing with that motherfucker. However, from my knowledge, anyway, I ain't even gonna get into that. But I wouldn't even been arguing with that motherfucker. I wouldn't even went back in there. I would have been gone. That's just me. But that ain't the gas station. It's a difference when you at the gas station where cars are coming in and out and this, that, and the other. Matter of fact, to be fair, Tawanda, to be fair, I'm gonna do you a favor, okay? I'm gonna screenshot your comment. Give me a second, because I want to be fair to you. Since you said, I ain't on no side. Let's be fair. Okay, Tawanda, let's be fair. Hold on. Let's find out the difference. In my opinion, I think it is a difference, but let's just see. Because, you know, you got cars coming in out of and strangers in a gas station.
I'm going to treat this as Georgia unless you meant another state. And I'll separate driveway at home from public gas station because the legal and safety analysis can look different. In Georgia, that situation is different from a gas station, but it can still be a problem depending on the details. Georgia does not have a simple statute that says you cannot leave a child in a car for X minutes, but Georgia can still look at it under lack of supervision, reckless conduct, or child cruelty if the facts show the child was put at risk. Georgia neglect guidance includes failure to provide adequate supervision necessary for such child's well-being. Georgia's child cruelty law can also apply when criminal negligence causes a child cruel or excessive physical or mental pain. For twins left in a car in the driveway while mom goes inside to talk to the father, the key questions would be, was the car running? Were the doors locked? Was it hot or cold outside? How old are the twins? Were they asleep? Could the mother see them from inside? How long was she inside? Was the father's home safe? Was there an argument going on? Could the kids get out, shift gears, overheat, panic, or be forgotten? If she only stepped inside for a very brief moment, the car was safe, the weather was mild, and she could see them, it may not automatically become a criminal situation. But if she went inside to have a conversation and left them sitting there unattended for several minutes, especially in Georgia heat, that becomes bad judgment and a potential neglect safety issue. A driveway does not magically make it safe. Kids have died or been injured in driveways, vehicles, and quick situations. Georgia child safety guidance even reminds adults to check vehicles and driveways carefully because children around cars are vulnerable. For your live stream, you could say, being in the driveway does not automatically make it okay. A driveway is safer than a gas station. Yes, but a car is still not a babysitter. If you need to go inside and have a conversation, especially with the other parent, take the children inside or have another adult physically watching them. Because once something happens, I was only inside for a minute is not going to undo it.
She said, do y'all realize the Shari and Amira was right there? No, they were not. Absolutely not. They were upstairs in pajamas. We already done proved that point. They were not there at all. They were right there in that house in pajamas. They did not go walking with him at all, Black Boss. We got eyes and we saw the whole entire video. They were not there. Not at all. They were not there. Absolutely not. No, ma'am. We ain't about to just tell that lie over here. No, ma'am. We saw the whole entire video. They were upstairs. It looked like old girl had just woke up. You know what I'm saying? She was in pajamas. She still had a bonnet on her head. And the other lady was, you know, getting chips prepared. She was absolutely not. Neither one of those women were there. Not at all. We're not even going to tell that lie. We ain't going to do that. See, y'all like to push lies and stuff like that. We ain't going to do that. We ain't going to do that at all. We're going to be honest and straightforward. We're going to call a spade a whole spade. All right? All right, so we don't know if the car was running. So I just said, don't know if the car is running. Let's listen.
Then I would not state the car was running as a fact. I would frame it like this. Now, to be fair, we don't know whether the car was running or not. So I'm not going to add that as a fact. But even without that detail, we are still talking about 1-year-old twins strapped in car seats, left in a vehicle while the mother went inside the home and the conversation turned into an argument. That is still a safety concern. The cleaner analysis is, in Georgia, there may not be a simple X minutes in the car equals illegal rule, but the issue becomes whether the children had adequate supervision and whether they were placed at risk. For 1-year-old twins, the concern is much higher because babies cannot help themselves. They cannot unbuckle, call for help, regulate heat well, explain distress, or respond in an emergency. So the safest wording is, whether the car was running or off, that is not the main point. The main point is that 1-year-old babies were left unattended in a vehicle while the adult went inside, and the situation escalated into an argument. A driveway does not turn a car into a safe waiting room. A car seat is not a babysitter. If the conversation is important enough to go inside for, then the babies are important enough to bring inside or leave with a responsible adult watching them.
Okay, so it's saying, because at first it said if the car was running, then it was unsafe. I don't know if the car was running or not, but it says Georgia don't have a age limit. However, they do have where it says child supervision guidance says children under 8 should not be left alone even for a short period of time. Okay, so under 8 years old. So if the twins were 1, they should not have been left alone for even for a short period of time. So, you know, if I was Brianna, I definitely would have taken, honestly, I wouldn't have went in there. I'm not about to, especially over somebody like him. I'm not about to be arguing with him like that. Now, if she just went there and just said, hey, give me my phone, That's one thing. That's one thing. Give me my phone. But because of all the other stuff that took place, the arguing, the going inside, this, that, and the other, that's why I say that was wrong. I would not have left my twins in the car for that, because it's not a gas station. A gas station, in my opinion, is worse. However, you do have crazies that walk the neighborhood or whatnot, and they probably could have saw that the kids were in there, and they could have still done something, even if the door was still open. You know what I'm saying? I would not have left my kids in the car. However, again, I wouldn't have even went there. I wouldn't have even went there, because on everything, fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? When a nigga ain't doing right, sometimes you just gotta say fuck that nigga. But as far as this right here, him going into the gas station to pay for gas and to get ice cream, yeah, I don't know what LaTruth was thinking. I don't know what LaTruth is thinking. He could have took Mosky with him, or he could have filled up his car on a different day.
No, you took. That's the cookies, Oreo cookie cone.
You got me good.
What I like.
Hold on. I want to see that she says she's scared or something. Hold on.
You may open it. I just knew you was gonna have it open. I just knew you would know how. I just knew it.
You got me good.
What I like about this though,
Is what?
you don't have to take it all off and get all messy with this. I don't know, you might have to then.
The top is froze.
Yeah, you got a lot of ice cream out there. Oh, that's cool. Don't make a mess.
I don't know. He does things different than me, because that was not a smart idea. What he just did, took the whole wrapping off the ice cream and handed it to her. I don't know, y'all. I don't really want to nitpick the fuck out of him, but that ain't even safe to me that he just handed her a whole ice cream cone with like double scoops of ice cream or whatever on that thing. Like, you supposed to leave the paper on there because it's gonna start. I don't know, man. You know, I can't look at everything that he does, because I don't want to nitpick the fuck out of him. But to me, I just don't think that was wise at all. It just wasn't wise. You gave her a whole ice cream. I mean, I look at Mosky as like, you know, I have grandkids this age, and I just wouldn't have done that. Like, I don't know, y'all. I'm really trying not to like just sit here and go back and just nitpick the shit out of him the way they do Brianna. But like, he does things that, you know, and I know everything that I do ain't the right thing, but I would not have taken the wrapper off and handed her a whole ice cream and then say, don't make a mess. Nigga, she gonna make a mess. She gonna make a mess. Hell, and the daughter make a mess. You got ice cream in the middle. It's damn hot outside and shit. You gonna make a mess. You gave her that whole ass ice cream. That's a big grown person ice cream anyway. Big ass shit. Now she got to sit there and eat that cold ass ice cream fast, or that shit gonna melt. Ain't no way that shit ain't about to melt.
I'm about to get out here in a second.
And then it seems like he the type of person that if she do make a mess, he'd be like, did I tell you don't make a mess? Yeah, where is the napkins? I don't know. or a cup. He could have got a cup with a spoon in it. Like, I mean, first of all, you know, would y'all give y'all child an ice cream to eat in the backseat of y'all car like that? I don't know, y'all. Anyway, I don't know. She said, Narcs don't care about their kids. It's all for show. Ooh, I believe you. She said, I would say don't nitpick. No different from them telling Bree how to make eggs. Just my opinion. Yeah, you know, I don't want to be that type of person to come out here and every single thing he does, I say something about it. I don't want to be that type of person the way they do just for content. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that type of person, but I will say him being an influencer, and it's probably for any influencer, you can absolutely find something that you don't agree with on a person. You can absolutely do that. And, you know, I'm not about to do this to LaTruth like we've been doing or whatever, or we did, should I say, because we ain't done that in a while. However, what got me, I was more concerned with this right here, him not protecting. And then, of course, when you go into him not being a protector, it leads you down another rabbit hole. Like we just found out he almost killed him in the goddamn car while he was reading text messages or in his phone doing something that he shouldn't have been doing, you know? So this is what got my concern, which led me to something else, which led me to something else, which led me to something else, you know? She said, then he said, I just knew you could open it yourself. He sure did say that when she wanted help. He said, I just knew you could do it. In my opinion, he don't even know that chops at a person's self-esteem or confidence. He chops at, I just knew you knew how to open it on your own, right? That chops at a person's self-esteem, but he don't even think about shit like that. I guarantee you he probably said, what I say? What I say? I ain't even know I realized I said that. You know, she said, my grandkids can't eat anything in my car. Period. Listen, damn sure not no goddamn ice cream. I mean, I might let the kids eat some goddamn chicken nuggets and french fries or something back there, you know, and we'll clean it up. But not no damn ice cream. You ain't eat no ice cream in my car. You ain't eat no ice cream. You ain't eat no sticky ass candy. You ain't eating that in my car. No. Hell no. She said this only proves that he didn't spend much time with his oldest daughter because he's making some careless decision. Girl, you right about that, honey. You would think he a first-time fucking father. I don't think he spent that much time with her either. I really don't. Hey, Michelle Jones. She said, we're going to eat that ice cream there. I mean, but he got it from a gas station. I don't know too many people that get an ice cream from a gas station. You know, he could have waited till he got home and went down there and went to Target and got the damn ice cream while he over there buying milk. I'm with you on the car ride and the grandbaby is walking behind him. Yeah, that's what got my attention. You know what I'm saying? That's what got my attention. This is what really, this right here, to be honest with you, what y'all see up here, this what really got me. I didn't even know about the car ride until y'all told me. And I didn't know that he left her in the gas station in the car until y'all told me. But me seeing this, I had to say something about it. I don't give a damn who gets mad. I had to say something about it. You know what I mean? But they won't say nothing about it because, you know, they too fixated on other shit, baby. But anyway, it's all good. She said they are all content to him the same way he saw Bree and her kids as content. Well, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, she said, hold on. He is emotionally unavailable. He is. I mean, when we saw in the car, he didn't even reach his hand over and he didn't even reach his hand over to see whether she gonna fly through the damn roof or not. Or he didn't even ask the kids, were they okay? And another thing I think is strange, the way he's over there AIing his daughter, both of them or whatever, as if to make them look like somebody totally I don't know, y'all. I just don't think he likes the look of his daughter, if you ask me. Because the way he AIing her and making her look, anyway, child, stop. Y'all, let me just, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, he could have unalived, his family. So, hopefully he take things in consideration. I would give him some more advice. My advice to Robert is if he can afford it, I don't know if he can or not. But if you're driving that far for a weekend visit, ain't no way I would do that many hours for a weekend. He can clearly, his sister lives down there, both of them, okay? He claimed they sold, well, I think she claimed it more than he do. I don't think he claimed it. But if they supposed to be so close, why can't he spend the weekend not only visiting his daughter, but he can be visiting his sisters too? He literally can knock out, he can kill, what do you call it? Two birds with one stone. He can literally go and visit his sister. The babies can be over his sister's house, and he can visit family while he's visiting his daughter. Why go down there and get her and bring her all the way back just for you to have to go back and drop her off? I think the wise thing for him to do is to, stay on a family house. What do y'all think about that? Or do y'all think he should do a burn and turn? 3 to 4 hour drive there on Friday, 3 to 4 hour drive back on Sunday. What do y'all think? I'm going to ask ChatGPT while y'all answering as well.
More responsible choice depends on the child's age, the driving distance, the father's energy level, and the quality of time he wants to spend with the child. But generally speaking, for a Friday to Sunday visit with a 3 to 4 hour drive there and 3 to 4 hours back, the most responsible option is usually for him to stay near the child for the weekend, either at a safe family member's house or a hotel, especially if the child is young. That does a few things. It reduces road fatigue. Driving 6 to 8 hours in one weekend, plus parenting, plus drop off and pickup, can wear a person down fast. It gives the child more quality time. Instead of the weekend being eaten up by car rides, gas stops, rushing, tiredness, and frustration, the father can actually focus on spending time with the child. It creates more stability. A child being picked up Friday evening, driven hours away, then turned around Sunday for another long drive can be a lot, especially if the visit is supposed to be about bonding. It shows planning and priority. If he knows his parenting time is Friday to Sunday, the responsible thing is to plan ahead: food, lodging, activities, rest, and safety. Now, if he has a safe home 3 to 4 hours away and the child does well with the ride, continuing the drive may be okay sometimes. But if the child is very young, gets tired easily, is spending more time in the car than enjoying the visit, or the father is rushing and not prepared, then staying closer would probably be the better parenting choice. A family house is fine only if it is safe, peaceful, clean, child-friendly, and free from drama. A hotel may be better if the family house has conflict, overcrowding, unsafe people, or no calm space for the child. So my honest answer: the most responsible father plans the visit around the child's comfort and safety, not his convenience. If the drive is 3 to 4 hours each way for only a weekend, staying nearby is often the better choice because it protects the child from unnecessary exhaustion and gives them more meaningful time together.
All right, so I said the child is 6. Hold on. Where does he stay, you guys? Atlanta? Did he stay in the city of Atlanta or somewhere else? Oh, Buckhead. That's right. Buckhead. I think it's Buckhead. Okay, so the child is 6.
For a 6-year-old, I would say the more responsible choice is usually to stay closer for the weekend at a safe family member's house or a hotel, instead of making the whole visit revolve around a 3 to 4 hour drive each way. At 6, the child can handle a long car ride, but that does not mean it is the best use of a short Friday to Sunday visit. If pickup is Friday at 6 p.m., then by the time they drive 3 to 4 hours, stop for food, bathroom, and settle in, the child may be tired, cranky, or ready for bed. Then Sunday comes fast and another 3-4 hour drive cuts into the day again. The more child-focused plan would be option 1, stay nearby with safe family. Best if the family home is peaceful, clean, stable, and child-friendly. Option 2, get a hotel nearby. Best if family drama, crowding, or safety concerns exist. Option 3, drive back home with the child. Not automatically wrong, but it should be done only if the father is rested, prepared, and the child does well with long rides. The key point is this: a 6-year-old's weekend visit should not feel like a road trip obligation every time. A responsible parent looks at how much time the child is spending strapped in a car versus actually bonding, playing, eating, resting, and enjoying the visit. So for a Friday to Sunday visit, I'd say staying close is usually the more responsible and child-centered choice. It gives the child more comfort, more rest, and more real time with dad.
Yeah. Somebody asked in the comments, how far does Brianna drive? I don't know how far she drive. All I know is that in the divorce decree, it already had a drop off and pick up point. Okay. And I believe that that is where they go. They go to the drop off and pick up point. Wasn't it somewhere in South Carolina? There's a police station in South Carolina that I think they have to go. Let me see if I can pull up these divorce decrees right quick. Hold on. Okay. So it says, according to the divorce decree, if the mother relocates to North Carolina, the visitation exchange location changes to Greenville, South Carolina, Police Department, McGee Street, Greenville. So they already got a whole damn address and everything. So what they did, they already put it in the divorce decree where they are to meet. Okay. So the only way that that can change, it has to go back before the court. So it doesn't matter how far she has to drive. At the time this was entered into, let me see, what page is this on? Hold on. What page is this on? What page is this information on? Page 8. Let me see. Page 8. So it should be here. Yep. And it only says, I know they was like, oh, she's supposed to give him 60 days. The divorce decree says he get 30 days. And that's what they don't be understanding, right? The divorce decree says she only have to give him a 30-day notice. Let's pull this up right quick. All right. So it says right here, relocation, transportation, place of exchange for visitation. Relocation, the party shall give 30-day notice of relocation. The party relocation shall provide the address of relocation, the child's school, and unpaid phone, updated phone numbers and or email address. Said notification shall be in writing with a copy of said written retained by the other. It says the parties understand and acknowledge the mother has disclosed that she plans to relocate to Charlotte, North Carolina on or about the start of 2024 and 2025 school year. Accordingly, mother's relocation on or before August 31st shall not be considered a material change of circumstances for purpose of filing a modification. Transportation for the minor child and place of exchange. The parties shall meet at the Suwanee Police Department, blah, 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 for all visitations. Upon relocating to the state of North Carolina, all visitation exchange shall take place in Greenville, South Carolina at the police station. All right. So it doesn't matter how far she drives versus how far he drives. The judge set Greenville Police Department as their pickup. So no matter how, I don't know the distance or whatever, but he agreed to this. When you sign your name on that dotted line, you're saying you're okay. So let's find out how long. He lives in Buckhead, right? So from Buckhead to Greenville, okay? How far is Buckhead, Georgia? Is it Buckhead, Georgia, or is it Atlanta and Buckhead is the suburbs, y'all? I don't even know that. Is Buckhead is the city? Or is that just like a neighborhood? That might just be a neighborhood, huh? Or is it a city? I'm just going to say Buckhead, Georgia. I'm sure they know. To Greenville. Oh, man, his drive, 2 hours and 15 minutes. I thought he drove 4 hours or 5. Man, that ain't shit. 2 hours and 15 minutes? Man, if you don't get your ass in that car and get down that damn road, that ain't shit. Y'all, that changes everything. What he tired for? That's just 2 hours and 15 minutes. That ain't nothing to me. They both driving 2 hours. I thought he said it was 4 hours, so he's counting round trip. Man, you ain't doing it. It's 2 hours and 15 minutes. If he don't get his ass down that road and shut the fuck up, that ain't nothing. Girl, that's like, hell, that's me visiting Candy. I mean, she lived 45 minutes to an hour away. Like, that's really nothing. 2 hours and 15 minutes. He drive 2 hours and 15 minutes, and it looked like she drive 2 hours. So it looked like hers is 2 hours. It's at 1 hour 45 to 2 hours, depending on the traffic. So 2 hours, and his is 2 hours and 15 minutes. Man, that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing to me. Is that a lot to y'all? 2 hours? I wouldn't think that was a lot. Hell, I don't know. I don't think that's a lot, in my opinion. 2 hours, no. He can come home in 2 hours. I thought it was 4 hours. 2 hours is nothing, in my opinion. She said he lied to his supporters. He be trying to get sympathy from his supporters. He's a whiny little girl. Yeah, 2 hours is nothing, in my opinion. That's less than what he was driving to see Desharia when he claimed he was driving to see her. I think it's longer, right? But Greenville, South Carolina Police Department from where he lived is 2 hours and 15 minutes. Man, that's a burn and turn. You could drive 2 hours in one day. You know what I'm saying? He tried. I mean, so, I see what you're saying. 2 hours down and 2 hours back. Yeah, that is 4 hours. Okay. But that changes things a little bit. She said there is a buckhead and a bankhead. Let me see what this said. Oh, he lives, it says, well, anyway, I changed it from Buckhead to Atlanta, and it still said the same. 2 hours, 15 minutes. Every other weekend driving that distance shouldn't be an issue, especially if he wants to see his children. Yeah, I don't think that's a big deal to me. So she said, we shot for 3 to 4 hours. But I think he's talking about round trip. When he said 4 hours, I assumed he was talking about one way. So I thought it was like an 8-hour drive for him, but it's a 4 hours because it's 2 there and 2 back. Okay, I get that. I understand that. But I thought they was saying she was going to be held in contempt because she was supposed to give him a 60-day notice. The divorce decree clearly says 30 days. It says 30 days. But nevertheless, Greenville, South Carolina, Police Department. He definitely lies to them because his supporters be saying it's unfair. She should meet him halfway. They saying it's unfair even though it's in the paperwork, the address, and it was already put in there, and it was shown that they didn't read it. They didn't read this. They don't know about this. If they saying it's not fair that he should meet her halfway, then tell them to go talk to the judge because he agreed on this. He signed off on the dotted line. Before the divorce was totally final, he signed off on this. She already put in there her plans to relocate to Charlotte, and he agreed to this location, Greenville Police Department. It has to be a police department, so you know what I'm saying? So for them to say that she should meet him halfway, they just wasn't reading. They didn't read this. They didn't read it. So he got to record at the police station. He just wants to record her. Oh, did he record her? Does he be recording the drop-offs and the pickups? I know he record going down there, but I didn't know that he record at the station. She said, Morris said, if he don't get the fuck down the road. Okay. Because 2 hours is nothing, man. You could sing lullabies or a I Love You Barney song on your way down there. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't, I thought he was over here doing an 8-hour burn and turn. When I heard he said 4 hours, I did not know he meant 2 down and 2 back is 4 altogether. I thought he meant 4 down and 4 back, y'all. I did not know he was doing 4 altogether. No, he could do this. He'll be all right. She said she's using him and he's using her. She just need a place to stay. It's all for sympathy and for them to blame her. Ooh, she said he put them glasses on when she gets there to look at that booty. It is fair. He made it hell for her in Georgia. She has a stalker. Both of her baby daddies knows that he started a bromance with her ex. I would have left too for my safety and peace of mind. Oh, definitely. I think her leaving was the best choice. Absolutely the best. I wouldn't stay around none of them jokers. Hell no. In my opinion, I think they wanted her at home just with the kids and this, that, and the other. Hell, they mad at her for going out in Charlotte. I heard that it was some people arguing and mad or yelling at their supporters. Not yelling, but you know what I'm saying, just yelling at the screen. All because she going out in Charlotte. They hate the fact that she living her life down there. Boy, they mad. Now that's what I heard. I haven't heard it from myself, but I heard that they was mad and they want her to be a mother, baby. They do not want her to go out in Charlotte, honey, because they know if she go out, she might get a little popular. She might be booking some gigs, and they don't know where she booking them at. So they don't know where to stop her work. They don't know who to call to get them people to drop her or dislike her. So because they don't know, they mad. See, in Georgia, he kind of kept tabs on her, so they knew everything. They was able to throw a monkey wrench in her shit. And now they mad because they're not able to throw a monkey wrench. So they big mad. They are big mad. She said they was so mad and jealous. Bree was strutting in those boots. LOL. Yeah, they mad. They talking about she need to put on clothes and all type of stuff. But they don't be hollering Beyonce need to put on clothes or J-Lo or any of these other entertainers out here. She said they not going to listen to him in Charlotte. I'm glad she's having a good time. I'm glad she got her ass out. Exactly. She needs to have a good time. Ain't nothing wrong with a mother having a good time. She said, what they got to do with Brie living her life? Hell, these people are obsessed with people in their lives, She said he told Ja he needs some glasses for protection and said that he has a lot of videos, so he's recording her for sure, probably to fantasize over her. Yeah, I'm sure he probably beat his meat to it or whatever, you know what I mean? While old girl over there sleep. Brie looked good, that black outfit. What'd you say? It was mad, made them hoes mad. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, he probably over there beating. You know what I'm saying? Beat. Beat. And the fact that he told him he need a pair of glasses, he's gonna go get another pair. He gonna get a pair of glasses. Watch. She said they called when she did the basketball game event. Oh, for real? They called? God damn. Ja be on every live when he's going to pick up Momo, hoping to catch a glimpse of Bree. That's what he be on every live. He be like, let me just see my baby mama. I just want to see my baby mama. Do she look good? He want to make sure that LaTruth and Brianna ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? He want to make sure, like, how long y'all gonna spend time together? How long y'all gonna be there? Anyway, child, she got bummy baby daddies. Bummity bum baby daddies, baby. I tell you. Jonell still over there pretending like he's so concerned and this, that, and the other. Anyway, but let me close some of these windows. I didn't open up way too many windows. So that's it, y'all. I just wanted to bring y'all that. She said Buckhead is a suburbs of Atlanta. Okay, all right. She said it would really hurt Robert if he couldn't see Bree again if she got a third party. Yeah, that joker did not want no third party. But it's funny that how he tried to pretend that he was scared of her at one time, and just for him to turn around and put in the decree that he did not want a third party. That's because he want to see her. And in my opinion, see her, control her, intimidate her, all that. Torture her. Yep. But nevertheless, LaTruth, if you hear this, and I know you are, you got to do better when it comes to these kids. You really got to do better. They need to be on the inside of the sidewalk with you. They need to be on the inside. You be on the outside. And at no time, none whatsoever, should those kids be walking behind you. Ever. Ever. They should never be walking behind you. But this is something that him and his brother both do. You remember the brother was walking and had the two wives walking behind him, the two wives and the grandbaby. They was all walking behind him. And some men walk in front because it's a sense of control. You know what I mean? They do that. Let me ask. Why do some men front of She said, I've never seen nothing like this mess got going on. Let's find out. It's different reasons, I'm sure.
Some men walk in front of their women or children for different reasons, and the meaning depends on the situation. Sometimes it is habit, not malice. Some people naturally walk fast, lead the way, or don't think about matching the pace of the people with them. Sometimes it is a control or ego thing. A man may want to look like he is leading, in charge, or moving on his own schedule, even when the woman or children are trying to keep up. Sometimes it is lack of awareness. He may not be paying attention to safety, the child's age, the woman's comfort, or whether everybody is together. Sometimes it is poor parenting or poor partnership behavior. With children, especially little ones, walking far ahead can be unsafe because kids are unpredictable. They can stop, fall, wander, get distracted, or end up too close to cars, strange doors, escalators, parking lots, or traffic. And sometimes men think they are leading, but real leadership is not leaving your people behind. Real leadership is checking, slowing down, protecting, and making sure everybody is safe. A good way to say it on your platform: a man walking in front is not automatically wrong, but if your woman or child is behind you and you are not checking, not waiting, and not making sure they are safe, that is not leadership. That is carelessness. Real protection means you move as a unit, especially when children are involved.
Here's another one.
In this photo, the issue is not just walking in front, it is spacing and attention. The adult appears very close to the camera while the child is several steps behind on the sidewalk. That can become a safety concern because a young child can easily walk toward the street or parking area, trip or fall, stop suddenly, get distracted, or be approached by someone before the adult reacts. For a child this young, the safer setup is for the adult to either walk beside the child, hold the child's hand, or keep the child directly in front where he can see them. A man can lead, but he should not lead in a way that leaves the child behind and outside his immediate control. With children, especially near streets, cars, driveways, buildings, and public sidewalks, safety should matter more than looking casual for the camera. A good caption could be, real parenting is not just picking your child up, it is paying attention once you have them. Children should not be trailing behind while the adult is focused on the camera. Safety first, always. From this image alone, it does not look like the best example of a protective father in that moment. A protective father usually keeps a young child close, visible, and within quick reach, especially near sidewalks, parked cars, streets, driveways, and public areas. In this photo, the child appears to be walking several steps behind while the adult is turned toward the camera phone. That gives the impression that the adult's attention may not be fully on the child's safety. That does not automatically mean he is a bad father or that he never protects his child. But in this specific moment, the safer and more protective choice would be to have the child walking beside him, holding his hand, or walking in front of him where he can constantly see her. A clean way to say it: a protective father does not just provide access or show up for visits. A protective father stays aware, keeps the child close, and makes sure safety comes before the camera.
All of that. All of that. Okay? All of that. All of it. All of it. Anyway, y'all, I wasn't even supposed to come live tonight, but I definitely needed to come live after seeing this. And I'm glad I did because, yeah, this is definitely something worth talking about. You know, she said, you would think after all this time, Robert would have let this dumb stuff go, but he's still holding on to BS. Man, narcissists hold on forever, honey. He's going to always have some type of grudge. And then as long as he got those flying monkeys, you know, they ain't going to let it go. They ain't going to never let it go. Remember, he left Season behind after she paid for his dinner. He doesn't care about nobody's safety. Yeah, he sure did leave Season behind. Had her almost break her goddamn neck. Now, I'm going to say something about the car right quick. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me see if it'll read it for me. Now, this is not my ChatGPT, so let's listen up. Let's see what they say.
The provided video captures a family vlog-style clip filmed inside a moving vehicle, focusing heavily on a father interacting with his family. Here is a breakdown of what the footage shows. Video content breakdown. The family setup. The video starts with a father filming himself in the driver's seat using a forward-facing camera or phone. Next to him in the passenger seat is a woman who appears to be sleeping or resting deeply for a large portion of the clip. In the back seat, 2 young children are strapped into their car seats. The father's actions. Throughout the video, the father switches between multiple hats, including a white cap worn backward and later a green and white LA cap.
What?
He spends a significant amount of the video looking directly into the camera lens, adjusting his headwear, gesturing, and holding up a phone to film or check notifications while the vehicle appears to be in motion. The children's reactions. As the clip progresses, the older child in the back seat begins looking increasingly distressed. By the middle and later sections of the video, she is seen holding her face in her hands, looking wide-eyed, and showing visible signs of anxiety or panic while looking toward the front or out the window. The alleged incident. While the camera remains focused entirely on the interior of the cabin, the framing shifts abruptly during certain moments due to the father's movements, adjustments, and distraction with his devices. Key takeaways. Because the camera is entirely focused inward on the passengers, the footage does not show the road or the exterior of the vehicle. Consequently, it is impossible to visually confirm an external near miss or a near wreck from this footage alone. However, the video clearly documents a high level of distracted driving, as the driver frequently takes his eyes off the road to look at the camera and handle mobile devices, which visibly correlates with the growing distress and fearful reactions of the young child in the back seat.
All right, so I asked for a behavior analysis breakdown.
Based on the behavior shown in the video, the father's actions serve as a textbook example of distracted driving. When analyzing distracted driving, traffic safety experts generally divide it into 4 main categories. In this clip, the driver is actively engaging in all 4 simultaneously. 1. Visual distraction, taking eyes off the road. The driver frequently and repeatedly looks directly into the camera lens to check his reflection, adjust his hats, and monitor the recording. He also looks down at a secondary mobile device. Driving requires split-second reactions. Even a few seconds of looking at a screen instead of the windshield covers the length of a football field at highway speeds. 2. Manual distraction, taking hands off the wheel. Throughout the clip, the driver's hands are highly active inside the cabin rather than on the steering wheel. He is seen holding and manipulating a phone, reaching up to repeatedly adjust his baseball caps, swapping them, turning them backward, and repositioning them. Gesturing toward the camera. 3. Cognitive distraction, taking mind off driving. Because he is focused on performing for a video, managing his appearance, and interacting with a device, his mental focus is divided. Cognitive distraction causes inattention blindness, meaning that even if a driver briefly looks at the road, their brain is processing information too slowly to recognize hazards, sudden braking from cars ahead, or drifting lanes. 4. Auditory distraction, focusing on sounds inside the car. Engaging with a recording device or playing media to create content adds an audio layer that competes with a driver's situational awareness, making them less likely to notice external audio cues like horns, sirens, or the sound of rumble strips. The impact on the passengers. The video highlights how dangerous distracted driving is, not just through the driver's actions, but through the immediate atmosphere in the car. The children. The older child in the backseat exhibits clear signs of anxiety and distress, holding her face and looking visibly alarmed. Children are highly perceptive. When a driver is erratic or visibly checked out, passengers, especially young ones, frequently feel unsafe. The passenger. The adult in the front seat appears to be resting or asleep, meaning she cannot act as a second pair of eyes to warn the driver of incoming dangers, placing the safety burden entirely on a severely distracted driver. While the camera angle doesn't let us see the road to know if they narrowly missed a specific car, the behavior inside the vehicle creates a high-risk environment where a major wreck could happen in an instant.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this next one the same way. Hold on, let me see if it's gonna let me do it. While it's doing that, she said, I think he put Momo in the front seat to make her mother mad because I know he's not that dumb, I hope. He's been doing that. I don't think he thinks anything is wrong with it. I honestly just do not think he thinks anything wrong with it. Maybe he was put in the front seat by his grandparents or something. I don't know. All right, so I told him to analyze this one just like it did the last one. So let's just see. Let's just see what it says. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. If y'all want to bless this live, you guys could definitely do so.
This second clip contrasts sharply with the first one. Instead of capturing a high-risk driving environment inside a vehicle.
Hold on, let me put up the second. Oh, here. This is the second photo. So it's doing this video right here, right? With the little girl walking in the back. Okay, here we go. Let's start over.
This video documents an outdoor family walk through a city or commercial district. Video content breakdown. The setting. The father is filming using a front-facing, handheld camera or phone while walking down a paved public sidewalk. The environment features high-rise residential or commercial buildings, street parking, passing vehicles, and landscape pedestrian paths. The father's actions. The father walks ahead or alongside his family, narrating or engaging directly with the camera. He is wearing sunglasses, a white short-sleeved knit shirt, and a backwards baseball cap. The children. The two young girls from the previous video are walking on the sidewalk behind or next to him. They are wearing casual clothing, white t-shirts, pink pants, and sneakers. The mood and atmosphere. Unlike the distress and anxiety observed in the car cabin video, the children appear relaxed, playful, and energetic here. They are seen skipping, running alongside the father, and interacting naturally with their surroundings. Comparison of the two videos. Metric. Video 1, in car. Video 2, sidewalk walk, environment. Confined vehicle cabin moving at road speeds. Open public sidewalk intended for pedestrians. Driver, father safety. High distraction, hands-off wheel, looking at camera, handling devices. Standard pedestrian recording, low physical risk to others. Child presentation, visible emotional distress, anxiety, and fear in the backseat. Happy, active, and interactive behavior on foot. Risk assessment, high-risk behavior that compromises vehicle operation safety. Low risk, typical family vlog-style outdoor footage.
Okay, so I asked, are there any safety concerns with the children walking with the father? This one take a little bit longer time to think than the other one.
In this specific sidewalk video, the immediate physical danger is very low, especially compared to the high-risk vehicle environment in the first clip. However, standard pedestrian safety analysis reveals a few mild to moderate points worth noting. On the positive side, low risk factors, designated pedestrian space. The family is walking entirely on a wide, concrete sidewalk that is clearly separated from the main roadway. They are not walking in the street or darting between parked cars. Good visibility. The walk takes place during broad daylight with clear weather, making the pedestrians easily visible to any passing or turning vehicles. Controlled energy. While the children are energetic and skipping, they are keeping a relatively straight path on the sidewalk rather than roughhousing, pushing, or running toward the curb. Potential areas of concern. While the environment is generally safe, traffic safety organizations, like the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, highlight a couple of behavioral details in this clip that introduce minor vulnerability. Distracted caregiving, the camera focus. Just as in the car video, the father is actively holding a device and focusing heavily on filming himself in his commentary. When a supervising adult is looking at a screen or a lens, their situational awareness is compromised. They are less likely to spot sudden external hazards, such as a car unexpectedly backing out of a hidden commercial driveway, a cyclist riding fast on the sidewalk, or a child suddenly tripping. Lack of physical control, not holding hands. The children appear to be under the age of 10. Developmentally, children in this age group struggle to accurately judge the speed and distance of oncoming traffic. Because they are walking slightly ahead or apart from the father without holding hands, there is a gap in physical control if a child were to suddenly dart or trip toward the roadway. Summary. Overall, this outdoor video depicts a typical, low-risk family walk. The primary critique from a safety standpoint is simply divided attention. Filming a vlog means the adult's eyes and mind are partially on the camera rather than being 100% anchored on scanning the surrounding environment for the children.
Okay, so this one say that this one is low risk compared to the car situation. It's saying the car one was higher risk than this one. This one just said that it's a distracted caregiver. So he noticed basically that I'm gonna ask, what about the child? Hold on. What about the 1-year-old child? Oh, two, I'm sorry, 2-year-old.
Looking closer at the positioning in that outdoor video, you are highlighting a very specific and valid rule of thumb for pedestrian safety, where children should walk relative to the street. When walking next to a roadway with young children, especially a toddler around 2 years old, safety advocates and child development experts recommend a specific arrangement for maximum protection. The safe positioning standard, the buffer rule. The standard safety recommendation is that the adult should always walk on the roadside, closest to the traffic and parked cars, while the young children should walk on the inside, closest to the buildings, grass, or walls. The reasoning: this creates a physical human buffer between the child and the street. If a child trips, stumbles, or suddenly darts sideways, they move toward a safe zone, like a wall or lawn, rather than into the path of traffic or between parked cars where drivers cannot see them. Analysis of the video placement. In this clip, the placement is inverted from that standard safety recommendation: increased vulnerability. Having the youngest child walking on the outside edge of the sidewalk puts them closest to the parked vehicles and the active roadway. The darting risk. Toddlers are impulsive and have zero concept of traffic dangers. If something catches their eye near a vehicle or in the street, being on the outside lane gives them an unobstructed path to step off the curb before an adult can react. Out of direct sight line. Because the toddler is walking slightly behind the father while he focuses on the forward-facing camera, she is temporarily out of his direct line of sight. Combined with being on the street side, this increases the window of time it would take for the adult to intervene if she stumbled toward the road. Summary: while the sidewalk itself provides a baseline of safety from moving traffic, the specific arrangement here, the toddler walking on the traffic side, slightly behind a distracted adult, violates standard pedestrian safety protocols. Correct positioning would dictate that the adults switch sides to act as a barrier between the kids and the cars, while keeping the children positioned firmly in front or hand in hand.
Okay, now let's do one last video. I'm going to analyze the last video of him going inside the grocery store.
In this third video, the footage consists of a long, single-take monologue filmed by the father while sitting alone inside a parked vehicle. Because the camera remains fixed strictly on his face throughout the entire clip, the content of the video does not provide visual or auditory proof of what is happening outside or behind his seat. However, evaluating this situation through the lens of child safety standards and legal expectations regarding unsupervised minors in vehicles reveals several important points. 1. What the video alone proves. The setup. The father is sitting in a vehicle talking directly to the camera for roughly 3 minutes. The missing elements. There is no visible child inside the vehicle during this time, no visual confirmation of a gas station storefront, and no footage showing him physically leaving the vehicle or walking back into it. The context gaps. Based strictly on this footage, it is impossible to verify if a 6-year-old was left alone, how long she may have been unsupervised, if another adult was nearby out of frame, or if the car was running. 2. General safety concerns. If a 6-year-old is left alone. If the context surrounding this video involves an adult leaving a 6-year-old child unattended in a vehicle to enter a gas station, child advocacy and traffic safety organizations flag this as a severe safety violation due to multiple immediate risks. Vehicle ingress, egress risks. A child left alone can accidentally knock the car out of gear, roll power windows up on themselves, or manipulate controls. Environmental temperature spikes. Vehicles trap heat incredibly quickly. Even on mild days, internal cabin temperatures can climb to dangerous or fatal levels within minutes. Security threats. Leaving a young child alone in a vehicle makes them highly vulnerable to vehicular theft, carjacking, or stranger abduction, as they cannot physically defend themselves or escape a locked cabin safely. Inability to respond to emergencies. A 6-year-old lacks the cognitive development and panic management skills required to handle an unexpected crisis inside or outside the vehicle, such as an engine fire or another vehicle backing into them. 3. Legal implications. The legality of leaving a child unattended in a vehicle varies significantly by state, but the general thresholds are strict. Age thresholds. Many states have explicit laws making it illegal to leave a child under the age of 7 or 8 unattended in a motor vehicle for any period of time, especially if the vehicle is running or the keys are accessible. The unattended definition. Legal standards typically dictate that a child is considered unattended if the supervising adult is out of sight or far enough away that they cannot immediately intervene to protect the child. Going inside a commercial building, like a gas station mini-mart, generally meets the definition of leaving a child unattended, even if it is just for a minute. Summary. While this specific video file only captures an adult talking to his phone in a seat, any scenario where a young child is left unmonitored inside a car at a public venue introduces severe physical, environmental, and legal liabilities that run entirely counter to basic childcare safety protocols.
Okay. So again, I would have to narrow it down for it to tell me, but basically it just gave an overall general, I guess, synopsis of leaving a child unattended, especially at 6 years old, you know. I just think that he needs to do better. He absolutely needs to do better, whether it's with his grandchild or Amora. He needs to do better. His focus needs to be safety first. That's what he needs to leave the house thinking, or wake up thinking every day, safety first, safety first, safety first, you know. And it's easy to come out here and call yourself a protector, but are you really a protector? We've seen videos that's very concerning that shows him not in the protective mood. So I would question his stance on him being a protector, all right? He might be a provider to those that's in his home, but protector, yeah, no, I question that strongly. But nevertheless, y'all, thank y'all so much for pulling up, blessing this live stream. So thank y'all so much for the super chats. We got Carla White, Sharon Smith, Carla Crane, Nisi, Rita M, That MF, Gloria Benton. Oh, hold on, I can read it. Hold on, I'm sorry. So Carla White, Sharon Smith, listen to Lydia post. Lydia post. Oh, is that what you sent me? You were saying listen to Lydia post? Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it in a minute. Okay, thank you. Carla, she said, this crazy, shaking my damn head. Protect them kids, okay? Nisi, thank you. Rita M, your reads are epic. Thank you, baby. That MF, did Momo ask Tasharia if she was okay? Ooh, I don't know. I got to go back and look. Gloria Benton, thank you, honey. She said, let's get this new goal started. Thank you so much. I am Glenn, for real, big sis, extra love on this good Sunday. Thank you so much for the extra love. Big sis again, go Matt. Thank you, Annabelle. He almost rear-ended someone yesterday, too, with them inside. Damn, she said, thank you so much, Annabelle. Big sis again, we are almost there. Let's go, y'all. Thank you so much. She's been the biggest cheerleader. Thank you. Rita M, he's such a narcissist that he can't care. Big sis, 5 more super chats, y'all. Let's go. Thank you, Brown Eyes. Grateful Aura. Super chat party. Super chat party. Thank you, Vera. He has the maturity of a preteen. Big sis, super chat party. Super chat party. Thank you, big sis. Kimberly T. Thank you, Vera. Thank you, super chat party. Thank you, big sis. 10 more super chats to go. Thank you. She said, big sis again. Super chat party. Thank you. Big sis again. Let's meet this goal, y'all. Thank you so much. Exit 75. That man is a bum. This picture is all wrong and is. J. Lou, why they gotta share? Oh, share food? Cause listen, honey, child. Cause he only can get $30 on pump 5. Okay. Big sis, 14 more super chats to go. Thank you so much. Big sis, hey, more mods and chat sisters. Candy Girl, 18 more super chats to reach a more goal. Thank you. Truly blessed. So-called father gain, not fathering at all. And not. Thanks, Robin, Kimberly T, Sonia C, Cheryl McGriff, X7, read his ass some more. Lisa, he left Momo in the car and he was in the store. Thank you. Rosalind, thank you. MB, thank you. Brown Eyes, perfectly imperfect. Carmelita, Betty, thank you. Tanya, thank you. Brown Eyes, thank you. Joanne, hey, everybody. Monique, thank you. Angela, he's very careless. Anything for content. Yep. That MF, thank you, Miss Pamela. Hey, more and loud talkers. Thank you, Tandra. Thank you, Brown Eyes. Thank you, Graceful Aura. She said, here's some support. Thank you, Candy Girl. Let's go, y'all. Let's support our host. We need everyone's participation tonight. If you want to support by Cash App, Amor YT. Thanks in advance. Thank you so much. Brown Eyes, thank you. Barbara Clark, thank you, darling. Angela Shepherd, Kim C, Cheryl Gruff, Kimberly T, Rita M, Tanya Russell. Let's go. Hey, Amor in chat. Thank you, Miss B. Set it off in this motherfucker. The GOAT. Thank you, girl. Betsy, ready to be. Always my girl. Thank you, Virginia. Thank you, Dakota. According to the Bible, senseless. Oh, wait a minute. I went into a whole nother live stream. Okay. So that's it for this live stream. So thank y'all so very much. We was about to go into a whole nother live stream. So thank y'all so much, very much. I had to come in through this way. So before we go, she wanted me to look at Lydia's post. Let's find out.
I need deadbeats to stop saying they can't be in their child's life because of the mom. You do not need access to a woman to be a father. There is such a thing as court parenting apps where everything is documented. No unnecessary calls, no random texting, no she blocked me excuses. Then there's third-party drop-offs and supervised exchange centers. Y'all do not even have to see each other. Be for real. There are entire systems built for separated parents to successfully co-parent. So let's tell the truth. A lot of men are not fighting for their children. They're fighting for control over the woman. If they say things like, you're not running this, I am. You're going to talk to me a certain way or do this on your own. You need to answer me when I call. I'm only helping if blah, blah, blah. That is not fatherhood. That is control. And the babies suffer. That is not love. You just don't actually want the child more than you want to hurt their mother. Sick. I need deadbeats to stop saying they can't be in their child's life because of them.
That is so true. So true. They make all these damn excuses. Let me tell you something. I said this before and I meant it. I said any father that use an excuse of, I didn't see my child because of the mother. It's because of her. It's because of her. It's bullshit. They always try to make an excuse and try to blame it on the father. Even Jonelle right now, always trying to blame it on the mother, I'm sorry, of why they can't see their kids. It's so many things that you could do to see your child, but sometimes it's not about seeing the child. It's about seeing that woman. So Lydia Love was absolutely on point with this one. They use it as an excuse because they still want control over the woman. It ain't the child they want to see. It's the mother they want to see. It's that they want to intimidate and control the mother, okay? And then, they'll say stupid shit like, oh, I can't pay child support unless you do this, unless you do that. Yeah, no, excuses, excuses, excuses. That is not being a father. That's trying to be a narcissistic, controlling asshole, period. So all these women around here hollering, oh, you're preventing him from seeing his child. Hell to the damn no. It's so many things you could do to see your child, but there's a difference when trying to see the mother versus see the child. Stop that noise. Stop that madness, period. So anyway, hers was good. She said, a man that lives by protecting, you don't have to question it. Yeah, he's definitely not a protector. In my opinion, he's absolutely not. All right. So thank y'all for that. Thank y'all for pulling up. Y'all hit that thumbs up button on your way out, and your girl will talk to you guys tomorrow. Those that were supposed to take my relationship class tonight, I will be reaching out to you. Your girl, yeah. I got you. Okay. All right. Much love. Until tomorrow, y'all. Talk to y'all later. Hit that thumbs up. Bye now. Thank you, everyone.
Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our names.
Jay!
She kept talking about that family.
Hoes over there.
She kept talking about that family. 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 That family. She kept talking about that family. Talking about that family.
These motherfuckers got me want to regret something. Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our